A rush of pure joy hits me like a lightning bolt. Ha 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 ha. In my past life, I died sick on the streets, and nobody gave a damn. But this life, I carry memories of my rebirth, wielding a system that lets me slay monsters, cure diseases, and rewrite my destiny. I have crossed over into a brand new world. Right then, my phone explodes with noise. A brutal voice blasts through the speaker, rattling my eardrums. Get my drugs to the Autumn Waters Hotel, room 301 right now. You trying to die or what? I stare at the screen and my eyes go ice cold. Autumn Waters Hotel, room 301. That address stabs into my heart like a poisoned thorn. In my past life, this was the exact place where I caught Vanessa, the girl who swore she was pure and faithful, tangled up with 3 men I knew. I lost it completely, tossed aside like a stray dog. But now, things are different. I look down at my hands. This time, I am no longer that delivery boy everyone walked over. I am the reborn. I am a hunter of disease monsters. A cold smirk curls across my lips. I grab the medicine bag and turn toward that hotel, the one destined to disappoint me. This time, I will not rage. I will not break down. I just want to see what disgusting monster hides inside that fake innocent girlfriend of mine. A level 100% infertility fiend. It has completely destroyed any chance of her ever having children. In other words, even if her breast cancer is cured, an even more powerful infertility fiend is waiting behind it. This world is truly merciless to Alara. It wants to take her life and strip away her right to bear children. You decide to love this woman the way heaven never did. You are the 9th generation's only heir, so this infertility fiend must be defeated. But that is a battle for later. Right now, the priority is taking down the breast cancer centurion and keeping her alive. After a tender evening together, you two decide to grab a late-night meal. You offer to let her try your cooking. Back in the day, you delivered food during the day and ran a barbecue stand at night. Even though all the money ended up with your ex Vanessa, you still picked up some serious barbecue skills. You call up your buddy Tony too. When you and Alara show up arm in arm in front of her, she completely loses it. Back when you were with Vanessa, she thought your life was too hard and hoped you would find someone better. But now that you are with Alara, she thinks you are punching way above your weight, that you do not deserve her. It really proves the old saying she hated seeing him struggle, but hated seeing him win even more. The barbecue stand is up and sizzling in no time. The aroma drifting out instantly draws in crowds. The reason is simple. The ingredients are insanely fresh. All the meat you grill comes from your spatial inventory. The monster drop meats in there stay perfectly preserved in their original flavor. Premium ingredients only need the simplest cooking to smell incredible. You were not planning to sell any, but the demand is just too overwhelming. So you have no choice but to set purchase limits. Just like that, a long line forms in front of your grill. 2 hours in, you have already made $3,000. Alara has a tiny appetite, full after just 2 skewers. Tony, on the other hand, eats until he is stuffed. After you close up shop and head back to the apartment, under Tony's resentful gaze, you and Alara head for the top floor. You can imagine tonight is going to be a wild night. The next day, you head to the hospital to grind mobs as usual but notice way more security guards than normal. It turns out the hospital discovered its revenue has somehow plummeted by a fifth. Many patients who registered for appointments suddenly recovered. The director suspects someone is practicing medicine illegally inside the hospital, so extra personnel have been deployed. Just then, a blood-soaked medical gurney races past you. A doctor's voice hits your ears. Too many bleed points. If we don't stop the bleeding, the patient will die. You focus your gaze. Hemorrhage fiend, level 20 elite monster, combat available. No way. The level is too high. There is a real risk of defeat. But you cannot just stand there and watch a patient bleed to death. Then it hits you. Your golden needle acupuncture skill has been upgraded to level 2, which unlocked a hemostasis function. So, you plunge a silver needle into the patient's chest acupoint. The bleeding drops dramatically. You look again, and the hemorrhage fiend, affected by the external intervention, has its level reduced from 20% down to 15%. That level, you can handle. You launch into battle without hesitation. The enemy is a giant rat. With the indestructible body talent backing you up, you claim victory and unlock a new skill, Sentry-grade massage. The doctors are stunned to find the bleeding has completely stopped. Your voice carries into the operating room. Do not remove this needle. It stops both the bleeding and the pain. Since when does this hospital have someone this skilled? But the surgery comes first. Then the patient's family comes over to express their gratitude. They saw it clearly, it was you, and after that one needle went in, the bleeding finally stopped. You take a closer look and realize it is your high school classmate Brian. The injured man is his father, the police chief. He was stabbed multiple times while apprehending a criminal. You two agree to catch up after the surgery. You have to pull through. You go back to grinding mobs, but as evening approaches and you are about to head home, your phone rings. It is Brian. His father has not woken up after surgery. A second operation is needed, but the survival rate is under 10%. Desperate and helpless, he immediately thinks of you. If you could stop his father's bleeding, maybe you can wake him up too. You rush to the hospital room and focus your eyes. Blood stagnation across all organs. Blood deficiency fiend, level 2 elite monster. You instantly understand. The coma is caused by severe blood and energy depletion. Normally, you would not be confident fighting a level 2 elite. But with this morning's experience, you know your acupuncture and massage skills are super effective against this type of monster, so you agree to try. Then the doctor's voice cuts in. This is ridiculous. You would rather trust someone without a medical license than believe in a proper hospital? If this hospital can guarantee a 50% survival rate, then he will hand his father over to you. The doctor shuts up immediately but demands that you sign a liability waiver first. Now it is all on you. You do not jump straight into battle. Instead, you pull out 3 needles and insert them into 3 acupoints, Tianfu, Zhongfu, and Qihai. Then you apply the century-grade massage technique. It works. The 3 disease monsters drop from level 20 to level 15. Now we are in business. Battle begins. The Black Hound with 2000 HP goes down in 8 strikes. The Giant Blue Vein with 2500 HP takes 9 strikes, one of which is a critical hit. Besides the usual meat drops, these monsters also drop 5 20-year-aged Xiao Wu herbs and an ancient blood vitality tonic recipe. After defeating those 2 disease monsters, the patient actually wakes up, though he is still extremely weak. You immediately think of that dropped recipe. It can replenish energy and restore vitality. So you have someone prepare the medicine according to the formula for the patient. And then something miraculous happens. If the patient was at death's door before, then after drinking the blood vitality tonic, he is bursting with life. Every vital sign improves at incredible speed. The entire room erupts in celebration. But what you do not know is that the attending physician has already secretly copied down your recipe. He has spotted the enormous profit potential. That night, Snyder finds an excuse to take the prescription, and even buys several batches of the listed herbs. He is worried one batch might not turn out right, so he buys extra. Back home, he cannot sleep, so he starts brewing the medicine. First, he replays your steps in his head, even estimating the flame level you used. Most of these herbs are common. Even the ginseng in the recipe is just farm-grown, probably no more than 6 months old. He has a clay pot at home. His wife is a chunky middle-aged woman with a wild perm pushing at least 360 pounds. Snyder does not love her. It is just that her family runs a medical equipment business, and plenty of her relatives work in healthcare. That is how he landed his director position. Snyder, get over here and cool me down. You have not been home in half a month. Hearing Snyder come through the door, Rhonda charges out, grabs him, and drags him toward the bedroom. Let me shower first, Snyder blurts out. No need, I like that smell. 3 minutes later you call yourself a doctor? Useless. Pathetic. Snyder stumbles out in a daze, leaning against the wall totally unbothered. He mutters under his breath. Smells like a swamp creature, breath like a sewer, body odor off the charts. And she wants me to perform? Give me someone young and pretty, then see if I have got it in me. He does not take Rhonda's words to heart at all. He rubs his aching lower back and starts brewing the tonic with a spark of excitement. Can he turn his life around? It all comes down to this tonic. The brewing goes smoothly, but the aroma is nowhere near as rich. Snyder frowns. He remembers clearly that your tonic had a deep, powerful herbal fragrance. He has only ever smelled something like it from 50-year-old wild ginseng. Could it be that his herbs are not aged enough? But wait, he remembers very clearly, you used the most ordinary herbs. He takes a sip, then chugs the whole thing. He recognizes every single herb in there. It cannot be harmful, but it does not take long before he learns exactly why you should never mess with medicine you do not understand. How is this happening? He breaks into a full-body sweat. Vomiting, diarrhea, drenched in cold sweat. Help me! Rhonda! Snyder calls out, barely able to speak. His stomach is completely empty by now. The worst part is his backside is on fire, like sitting on broken glass. His gut is killing him too. What is that fool doing in there now? Hello, 911? Someone passed out in the bathroom. Send help now. Snyder ends up hospitalized. Fortunately, it is just a scare. Some dehydration, but nothing life-threatening. He looks absolutely pathetic. The blood vitality tonic's real secret lies in the heat control. So even if this recipe were to spread, it would only be a weaker version. There is no way around it. Nobody can replicate that heat control. And everyone is not stupid. After running tests and lab work, they find a cocktail of herbal medicines in his system. The names look familiar. After all, plenty of people were in the room when the tonic was made. Snyder was the only one who actually went through with it. Everyone knows exactly what happened. Because they had all thought about doing the same thing. The power of the blood vitality tonic Marcus brewed is undeniable. Since last night, many of them have not slept at all. They have all been watching Chief Lee's condition, and right before their eyes they watched Chief Lee improve. Now he is fully stabilized, recovering faster than anyone expected. This man had been at death's door, with a survival rate under 10%. And just like that, one acupuncture session and one bowl of tonic brought him back. It is beyond belief. But it is the truth. The happiest people are of course Brian's family. These past 2 days of waiting by his side have felt like riding out a hurricane. Brian, your friend is truly incredible. Brianna glances at Brian. Brian, you should keep in touch with this friend of yours. What matters in friendship is sincerity. Just treat people with a genuine heart, Chief Lee says with a soft chuckle. All right, I will remember that. Brian nods. I need to use every second to level up and farm XP because time is running out. A young man suddenly walks in. You see Dante and smile. You remember that last time he left he called you bro. Dante is Alara's younger brother. Alara's family all know about her condition, so they sent Dante to check on things. Can we talk? Dante speaks first. In the old days, facing a rich kid like him would have made you feel small. But now, you feel completely calm. You can truly do it now. Stay composed in front of anyone. Dante looks at you again, genuinely surprised. After their brief encounter he can tell you are no ordinary person, and his sister is such a proud woman that even in her final days she would never just settle for anyone. Alara and I are in a real relationship. I know what you want to ask. Do you know about my sister's condition? Stage 4 cancer, 6 months at most. If only she did not have this disease. Since Alara chose you, I accept you, bro. I just hope you treat her well and make her last days happy. Whatever you need, I will make it happen. I will cure her. I will cure her. By noon, when you head back, you have reached level 12. Push hard this afternoon and maybe you can hit level 14. Leveling up right now is not that difficult. When you get back and see Alara is still there, you breathe a sigh of relief. Her body is deteriorating fast. You hold her against your chest and feed her one tiny spoonful at a time. Alara has a soft smile on her face, looking up at you with gentle eyes. I still don't want to leave you. I wish you could stay with me a couple more days. But I don't want you to see me getting worse. After a bowl of blood vitality tonic, Alara's body warms slightly and some strength returns. I am a little cold, Alara says softly. You pull her closer. It is still the middle of summer but she feels cold. The disease is winning, her body shutting down. Alara looks at you, smiling and shaking her head. But you still catch the reluctance in her eyes. Trying to sneak away from me? You say with a grin. Alara is caught, a little flustered, but refuses to admit it. I said I can cure you and I will. I believe you. Alara smiles and nods. After preparing a nutritious meal, you sit with her while she eats a little, then tuck her in to rest. You close the door behind you and head out to farm XP. At the hospital, you run right into Brian. Marcus, I really have to thank you. Come on, let me go see your father. You are here. Come in, come in. Chief, we are here to see you. Are you feeling better? Brian's mother has a kind face. She warmly takes your hand, which makes you a bit uneasy. You never knew your own parents. You grew up with Uncle Min and Auntie Min. Auntie Min treated you like her own son. Brianna studies Marcus. That understated handsomeness of his, the more she looks, the more attractive he becomes. Chief Lee is recovering well. You give him another acupuncture session to reinforce the healing and boost your golden needle acupuncture proficiency. Then you brew one more bowl of blood vitality tonic. After this bowl you basically will not need any more. You can get up and walk around, just do not overdo it. Your word now carries the weight of gospel. You heard him. Marcus says you can walk around. By evening you finally hit level 14, right on target. 5 days at most, maybe as few as 3, and you can reach level 20. When you get home and see Alara groggily waking up, your heart aches. Alara seems to sense her own condition. At first she is a bit dazed, but then it feels like her body does not even belong to her anymore. Alara holds your hand and whispers, I might really not make it much longer. You look straight into her eyes. 5 more days, just 5 days, and I will have a way. You promised me. Keep your word. I can cure you, and I am going to have you give me babies. Alara knows you are using sheer willpower to keep her going. I believe you. Alara leans into your arms and drifts off to sleep without realizing it. You do not sleep that night. You keep training white tiger stance and golden needle acupuncture. Just before dawn, golden needle acupuncture levels up. Golden needle acupuncture, active skill, level 3. With the upgrade comes a new bonus attribute, life sustain, 1 day. This shocks you. Life sustain means preserving the patient's last breath, keeping them from dying. There is an old saying about ginseng sustaining life, but supposedly only 100-year wild ginseng has that kind of power. Whether that is true or not, nobody really knows. The hospital never runs short of disease monsters. You start farming EXP early in the morning. With modern living standards up and exercise levels down, finding someone completely disease-free is actually tough. You are searching for the best match for your level. Right now, elite or normal monsters under level 40 are all fair game. Migraine Beast, level 10 boss monster. In battle, this is the first time you see a boss you can actually defeat. A man clutching the left side of his head slumps down next to you, groaning in agony. He grips his head with both hands. A combat prompt appears. Boss level disease monster battle requires golden needle acupuncture first. Hey man, migraine, right? Want me to help? Just do it. The man mumbles, barely coherent. This is a hospital. He assumes you are a doctor. He is in too much pain to question anything. 3 silver needles go into the Feng Qi point, the Tongtian point, and a third acupoint on the man's head. This time, you successfully enter combat. You are a little fired up, because this is your very first boss-level disease monster fight. It looks like a ram, but hovering in midair, surrounded by raging winds. Its razor-sharp horns jut out straight like javelins. Migraine Beast, boss monster, 10,000 HP. 10,000 HP, 10 times the strength of a same-level normal monster. Those sharp horns let it strike effortlessly. Boom, 25% damage. You breathe a sigh of relief. It is a boss, sure, but you have the level advantage, plus its defense is surprisingly low. Another 15% damage. 3 strikes land. After 50 rounds, you claim victory. Loot, 500 pounds of premium lamb, 1 ram whip, and a Baizi ring. You are pretty numb to the lamb and whip drops by now. The meat drop rate is just too high. But equipment? That is another story. This time it is a ring. The Baizi ring, dropped by a boss monster. By the name alone it should be something powerful. Baizi ring level 10. This is incredible. It boosts both def and HP, and on top of that it regenerates 10 HP per second. This is exactly what you need right now. Combined with your other recovery bonuses, you can hit 16 HP per second. The man's pain vanishes instantly. He stares in amazement as you pull the needles from his head. Sir, you are a doctor here, right? Only now do you get a good look at him. A round, prosperous-looking face, though a bit pale. You shake your head and smile. Just happened to run into you. I can treat migraines. My name is Cedric. I run a supermarket chain. He pulls out a stack of gift cards and hands them to you. You keep just one card. He insists on getting your contact info. You keep farming XP until noon. You check your progress. Halfway through, push hard and you can hit level 19. Luckily, the earlier levels are relatively easy, but as you level up, the EXP required keeps climbing. Eventually, it will take a year and a half just to gain a single level. You feel like once you reach level 20, taking down the breast cancer centurion will be a sure thing. Back at home, you see Alara is still there. You were afraid she might slip away. Alara stands by the floor-to-ceiling window, watching the traffic below. You look at her, not wanting to disturb this moment. You turn and head to the kitchen. Alara watches your back as you walk away and lets out a quiet sigh. After dinner, you clean up the dishes. Then you head out to grind mobs again. Remember what you promised me. Everything I promised, I will deliver. After stepping out, you plan to walk a bit to settle your stomach. Right then, a van suddenly pulls up beside you. The back doors burst open. 2 hands shoot out and grab you, yanking you inside. You go with it and calmly take a seat. Don't move. 7 people are in this van. Where exactly are you taking me? You will find out soon enough. You think it over. The list of people you have offended is pretty short. Drake, Skinner, Kai, and Vanessa. A bandaged thug lunges at you with a yell. You grab his hand and snap it clean off. The back of the van erupts into chaos. It goes quiet fast. Drive. Take me where you were going. Yes, sir, I will drive. The driver is drenched in cold sweat, terrified. The least injured thug still has a broken arm. You get the information you need. Drake and Baldy sent them. Drake is just an ordinary guy. The whole crew follows Baldy as their boss. This time, Drake called in Baldy for backup. At an abandoned building, Drake's crew insists on being there in person. They want to watch you suffer. They are not planning to kill anyone, just beat you senseless. The van stops at the base of the building. They are all inside. You step out and walk in. On one of the open floors, Drake, Baldy, and the rest are standing there waiting. When they see you walk in, smirks spread across their faces. But the very next second, those smirks vanish. Why is it just you? Where are the others? You look at Drake with a grin. Skinner and Kai are at his side. And there is Vanessa too. Looks like last time's lesson was not enough. There are 15, maybe 16 of us here. Today we are going to wreck you, Baldy snarls with fury in his eyes. Over a dozen men rush in all at once. Then the scene turns into pure chaos, because you are way too fast. Every move is sharp and ferocious like a tiger. Clean, precise strikes. In under 30 seconds, every last one of them is flat on the ground. Baldy's face goes white. The only ones still standing are Baldy, Drake, Skinner, Kai, and Vanessa. You walk toward Baldy. I will never come after you again. Baldy is terrified. He knows you will not kill him, but breaking his limbs? Absolutely. You kick and snap both his legs. Next time, I will take your third leg. Feel free to test me. You smile at Baldy, whose clothes are soaked through with cold sweat. Then you deal with the rest. After that, you have the driver take you to the hospital. Back at the hospital, you are in a great mood. Fortune Pig, level 50 special monster. Entering combat grants bonus rewards. People always talk about being blessed with insane luck. Could this be why? The host is a chubby guy, a face that screams wealth. His body is surprisingly healthy. But speaking of luck, there is another monster. Cuckold Curse, level 1 special monster, not available for combat. Whatever, fight the Fortune Pig first. A level 50 special monster. Who knows what kind of rewards this will bring. A giant golden pig, shimmering with golden light, sits next to a massive treasure chest. Fortune Pig, level 50 special monster, 1 HP. You strike first. One chop and the golden pig shatters, dissolving into a sky full of lights, like a golden rain dazzling beyond belief. Loot, golden dragon armor. You jump straight to level 20. Item level 50. Plus 1000 def, plus 2000 HP, plus 200 block. Passive skill healing, regenerates 1000th of max HP per second. Passive skill ironclad, increases total def by 50%. Your HP feels through the roof now. Insanely high def bonus, insanely high HP bonus, and it all stacks with your talent's HP regen. Level 20 at last. Name, Marcus. Level 20. Con, 92. HP, 5910. FTR, 79. HP 4, S, 4049, 79. You turn around and seating beside you, apparently waiting for someone. After getting such an incredible reward from him, you feel like you owe him something. You glance at the level 1 cuckold curse near his feet. What I'm about to say might upset you. Please do not get angry with me after I say it. If you believe me, go check for yourself. If you do not, just forget I said anything. Your woman is cheating on you. You leave without looking back. Winston stares at your retreating figure, completely stunned. He is a good-natured man. Even if Marcus had stayed, he would not have argued. Winston's wife is beautiful, a total knockout. If he were not rich, there is no way he could have landed a woman like her. Winston lowers his head in thought. A trace of confusion crosses his face, but no anger. He just sighs quietly. People always say God hand-fed him success. He eats meat, drinks, and scarfs down junk food every day. He is overweight, but he never gets sick. Every checkup comes back clean. He sits there thinking about all these years, wondering what he has truly gained, and what he has lost. Meanwhile, it is 10 in the morning, and Marcus cannot wait to get home. His heart is pounding. Alara's treatment has reached the critical stage. Alara looks at you in surprise. Why are you back so early today? You take a deep breath, and take Alara's hand. Alara. Your voice trembles with excitement. What is wrong? I can cure you now. You do not mention it could extend her life by 2 years. You do not want her living in suspense. Alara does not quite believe it, but seeing you this passionate fills her with warmth. I am going to treat you right now. Alara wants to say something but holds back. Before long, Alara falls asleep. Marcus faces the breast cancer centurion and chooses to fight. It is a white tiger roughly 16 feet long. The blade falls, strike after strike, trading blows for over 2 hours straight. You feel like the blade is going dull. Finally, the massive white tiger's last sliver of HP hits 0. Marcus claims victory. Loot, 50 pounds of tiger bone, white tiger Vajra skill, and tiger quake, century grade. Century grade represents its raw power. With this, orthopedic conditions can now be treated too. After the battle, he sinks into a recliner and closes his eyes, thinking about the road ahead. Lost in thought, Marcus drifts off to sleep. Not long after, Alara wakes up. The first thing she notices is that something has changed. That heavy, aching weakness is gone. She feels lighter than she has in ages, just like before the illness. She looks at the young man sleeping beside her, and a warm smile blooms on her face. She picks up a thin blanket and drapes it over Marcus. She walks around the apartment, stretching her arms and legs. I am better. I am really better. Marcus wakes up and walks out, grinning at Alara as she moves around. How do you feel? I feel amazing. You asked me what my wish was, right? Let us go for a walk. Okay, this is the first time they walk out together hand in hand. Everything they see feels beautiful. Do you want to go to the hospital for a checkup? That way you can be sure. No, I only believe in you. You smile. What if I am lying to you? I only believe in you. Even if you are lying, I am still happy. Marcus hears this and pulls her into his arms. They go shopping and pick up all sorts of snacks Alara loves. Then they stroll over to the pedestrian street nearby. Alara spots a pool hall and suddenly stops. Do you play pool? Come on, let us play a couple of rounds. Marcus takes her hand and leads her inside. Lower your elbow a bit. Yeah, that grip is much steadier. I think I am still a little rusty. From across the room, a group of guys are staring. That woman is unreal. That body, if I could just hold her for a second, that would be something. It is actually easy. We fake a fight, then I kick you into her. Oh man, you are the sneakiest one here. I like it. Pull it off and dinner is on me. Deal. They plot away shamelessly, not knowing that Marcus has razor-sharp hearing. He catches every word of their little scheme. Alara smiles at him. Little troublemaker, this is none of your business. Don't push it. On cue, the guys stage their fake argument. The squinty-eyed one really commits to the act and throws a real kick. You are dead. One of them takes a hard kick. The other stumbles toward Alara, reaching for her hand. Marcus reacts in a flash, pulling Alara clear and swatting the guy away with a backhand. You try to grope a man too? Marcus boots him across the room. The guy pukes on impact. Everyone around watches with stunned expressions, then glances at Alara beside Marcus. It all clicks. Marcus brushes himself off and takes Alara's hand. Let us go. On the way, the two playfully bicker. Marcus scoops Alara up in his arms. A passerby watches and tries the same move. Babe, you weigh 360 pounds. I physically cannot do this. The girl hears that, picks him up instead, and marches forward in big strides. Even Marcus is impressed by that move. Alara buries her face in his chest, laughing. They do not head home until the afternoon. The two sit on the couch chatting. Can I go back to work? Of course, you are healed. Whatever a healthy person can do, you can do. Okay, then let me tell my family the good news. With that, Alara calls home. After hanging up, she turns to Marcus. My parents want to meet you. Marcus shifts nervously, scratching his head. They will be here in 10 minutes. Let me take a quick shower and change. 15 minutes later, a middle-aged couple and a handsome young man arrive. The young man Marcus recognizes Dante. The moment Marcus sees Alara's mother, he understands why Alara is so stunning. Her mother's elegance is remarkable. She walks in and immediately looks Alara over from head to toe, but she quickly turns her attention to Marcus, takes his hand with a smile. So you are Marcus? I do not even know how to thank you. Ma'am. Sir. Good. Dante chimes in, bro. What about me? The other half. Alara's father nods at Marcus with a calm expression and a warm smile. Thank you for looking after my girl. Alara, is it really better? Yes, it is. Alara smiles, but her parents are not overly excited. After all, nobody would believe that stage 4 breast cancer could just disappear. Marcus says nothing. His eyes are calm and steady. No arguments, no explanations. Once the follow-up tests confirm Alara's recovery, the family will come around. That evening, Marcus personally cooks for the whole family. His skills blow everyone away. Dante, the martial arts enthusiast, cannot stop praising the food. Dante trains in multiple combat disciplines, including kickboxing and boxing. He practices several fighting styles. His natural talent is limited and his frame is small, but his dedication to martial arts is fierce. At the dinner table, Dante throws down a challenge. He wants to spar with Marcus. Alara quickly tries to stop it, but Marcus agrees without hesitation. Sure. Alara's parents are not surprised. After all, Dante already told them that Marcus once handled some serious trouble, so his fighting skills must be real. They are grateful to Marcus right now, not because they believe he cured Alara, but because they appreciate his companionship in what they believe are Alara's final days. He protects her from harm, and gives her a taste of the love she deserves. The dinner is rare and warm. Only Alara's mother quietly pushes down the worry in her heart, savoring this fleeting warmth. Marcus is steady by nature. He does not say much unless he needs to, but the more they interact with him, the more Alara's parents approve. They even think he is better looking than their own son. Before long, Dante cannot hold back anymore and challenges Marcus to spar again. Marcus happily agrees. Sure, the top-floor living room is spacious. Dante steps in with total confidence, but the moment they clash, he realizes the gap between them is astronomical. His testing jab is caught in a vice grip. His kick is blocked effortlessly. His full-power follow-ups get absolutely dominated. He cannot land a single hit. He has no choice but to call it off. Stop. I am done. I am done. Just as Dante is reeling from the humiliation, Marcus extends an olive branch. If you can handle the pain, I will train you for a while. I can double your physical ability and multiply your combat power several times over. Bro, are you serious? But you have to be willing to suffer. Dante does not hesitate. I cannot promise anything else, but when it comes to martial arts, I can take the pain. Good. I have some things to handle these next few days. After that, I will start training you. Dante is fully recharged in an instant. Bro. That night, the whole family stays on the top floor. In private, Alara teases Marcus. My parents are very open-minded, you know. Why so stressed? I was worried you would feel caught in the middle. The next day, Marcus says he needs to head back to his hometown, which also gives her family time to take Alara for a checkup. Alara hugs him tight, reluctant to let go. Marcus drives 200 miles back to his hometown in Zheng County. The area is remote and sparsely populated, though the roads have improved a lot in recent years. Marcus hauls his suitcase and walks 6 miles on foot back to the village. Half an hour later, he enters Wang Village. Mostly single-story homes, a few two-story houses here and there, cars parked along the street. It is no longer the isolated place it used to be. Along the way, neighbors greet him one after another. But plenty of them gossip too. College graduate, 3 years out, no money, no wife, not a shred of gratitude. Exactly, zero sense of responsibility. But Marcus does not flinch. He spots Mrs. Yang and presses a pack of premium meat into her hands. After all, he ate at her house all the time growing up. Oh my, thank you Marcus, do not mention it. Give it a try. Back home Marcus? You are back. Come in, come in. You have lost weight, but you look sharp. No amount of village gossip can outweigh this moment of pure family warmth. The truth is, Marcus lived with his grandparents until he was 6 or 7. Then he was adopted by his childless uncle and aunt. He never changed what he called them, but they have always treated him as their own son. This trip home, he opens his suitcase right away and pulls out the gifts. Oh no, you should not have, you really should not have. This kid, spending money again. It is the least I can do, Uncle Min. I hope you like them. Then he calls Grace. Grace, I am back. I am making lunch. Come over. Okay, I will be right there. Grace is nearly 30. She married into a wealthy family but has never been able to have children. She rides her electric scooter over in a hurry, carrying the braised snacks and fruit that Marcus loved as a kid. When the two siblings meet, the bond between them is written all over their faces. With his sharp instincts, Marcus immediately spots something off about his sister. In the scorching summer heat, she is wearing a high-collared long-sleeve shirt. Bruises peek out from her neck. Every movement carries a subtle flinch. Marcus also notices strange things clinging to Grace. Concussion Fiend, level 5 elite monster, not available for combat, will heal over time. Anxiety Fiend, level 5 special monster, currently not available for combat. Blood Stasis Fiend, level 5 special monster, currently not available for combat. Marcus forces down his rage. He sits with the family and enjoys hot pot and teppanyaki first. During the meal, Grace praises his cooking skills, and even suggests he open a hot pot restaurant. I have actually been thinking about that. He uses shopping for clothes as an excuse to get Grace out of the house. While riding, he asks her point blank, "Does he hit you?" Grace, do Uncle Min and Auntie Min know about this? Grace answers softly, "They know." Then she notices something. Marcus, I think you went the wrong way. The clothing store is not this direction. I am not going shopping. I am going to your house. Marcus, stop. His family is big and he hangs out with all kinds of shady people. We cannot afford to mess with them. Grace, trust me. As long as I am here, no one lays a hand on you. Beneath those calm words burns an inferno of rage. Marcus is always composed, but when it comes to family, composure goes out the window. Marcus, those people do not hold back. They do not know when to stop. If something happens to you, how am I supposed to live? Grace, I am grown now. Let me handle this. I promise, our whole family will be fine. By the time they finish talking, they are already at the entrance of Grace's apartment complex. Marcus parks the scooter, takes her hand, and heads straight for Building 3, Unit 202. He knocks. The door opens to reveal Derek, a buzz-cut thug reeking of booze, built like a tank, dripping with arrogance. Before Derek can say a word, Marcus plants a kick that sends him flying. Derek doubles over, clutching his stomach, face twisted in fury. You little punk! You got a death wish? Oh, so this loser is here to back you up? Grace, just sit here and enjoy the show. You think you are tough? Why so quiet now? Still feel like acting big? Please, I was wrong. I will do whatever you say. Good. First you are coming back to Wang Village with me to bow down and apologize to Uncle Min and Auntie Min. No exceptions. Okay. Wang Village and Yang Village are separated by just one road. In no time, Uncle Min and Auntie Min rush out. The sight before them is beyond belief. Marcus is publicly beating Derek. Marcus actually dares to hit Derek. That is how it should be. A family needs a son to stand up for them. Without a son, everyone pushes you around. Even the daughter has no standing in her husband's home. My daughter married into their family, and my son-in-law comes to our doorstep looking for trouble every other day. Uncle Min has always been a patient, quiet man, but in this moment, every ounce of bottled-up pain comes flooding out. This one is for Uncle Min, this one is for Auntie Min, and this kick, this one is for Grace. Right at that moment, 4 motorcycles roar in. Derek's people are here. Ah. The only ones on the Wang side are Marcus and Uncle Min. Should they step in? The Yangs have numbers. Who would dare? A motorcycle screeches to a halt at the roadside. You little punk, you dare touch one of ours? Today I'll rip your limbs off. The crowd stumbles backward. Uncle Min and Auntie Min clench their fists. Grace goes white as a sheet. Don't be scared, Grace. This little problem doesn't need your worry. Down hard. Marcus catches it barehanded, gripping it tight. The solid steel pipe twists into a pretzel. This single moment shocks everyone into silence. The Yangs freeze in place. Marcus tosses the mangled pipe aside and walks toward them, step by step. My sister married into your family so you'd cherish her, not beat her. Derek hit my sister and disrespected my uncle. I didn't cripple him today, and that's me showing mercy. You're asking for death! Derek musters his courage and swings a fist straight at Marcus's face. Marcus doesn't flinch, doesn't dodge. He lets the fist land square on his cheek. That all you got? Devin screams and staggers back, his fist swollen purple, knuckles nearly cracked. That little strength, and you dare act tough in front of me? Marcus scoffs. He steps forward, grabs Devin by the collar, lifts him clean off the ground, and flings him several meters away like a rag doll. The rest of them see this, and nobody dares step forward. They're shaking head to toe, finally broken. We were wrong, they stammer. We'll never bully your sister again, never mess with the Wangs again. You think sorry cuts it? Marcus turns to Grace. What do you want to do? Grace's voice is steady. I don't want anything. I just want a divorce. Her demand catches the Yangs completely off guard. They expected Marcus to make outrageous demands, money, compensation, whatever. They never expected it to be just a divorce. I agree. Right now. Then we do what my sister says. Marcus, I don't want anything to do with them anymore. Are they okay though? She looks at them with concern. She's worried Marcus went too far, that it could mean legal trouble. Marcus walks over and gets to work. Crack. Relax. Just flesh wounds. Bandage them up, they'll be fine. The men who had been crumpled on the ground scream but then get to their feet. That same day, Grace and Derek sign the divorce papers. She stares at the certificate, and a weight lifts off her shoulders. Meanwhile, Alara's condition has stabilized for now. Marcus decides it's time to change things at home. Over dinner, Uncle Ching rolls in on his wheelchair with Auntie Ching. Perfect timing, Uncle. I've got something to discuss. Marcus scoops Uncle Ching right out of the chair and sets him down in a regular seat. Attaboy, Marcus! Marcus pours Uncle Ching a glass of wine. Auntie Ching wants to stop him but holds back. Spinal damage fiend, Vanguard minion, level 40 elite monster. Walking ability can be restored. A level 40 elite? He can handle that. I can bring feeling back to your legs. Maybe even get you walking again. Uncle Ching freezes, sure he misheard. Auntie Ching stares at Marcus in shock. The hospital said there's nothing they can do. I accepted that a long time ago. Marcus pulls out paper and a pen, jots something down. Trust me this once. If it doesn't work, you lose nothing. Here's a prescription I made for you. Marcus applies the golden needle acupuncture, bone setting, century-grade massage, clearing the blockage locked in those legs for 10 years. He runs through the massage one more time, one more round of acupuncture, then enters combat. The spinal damage fiend. 16,000 HP, double his estimate. But for Marcus now? No danger at all. It's a massive beast with an ox head and a fish body. Its giant tail slams into Marcus. 0 damage. Marcus's turn. The white tiger Vajra in his hand strikes true. Victory. 1,600 EXP earned, plus the bone restoration formula and the intestinal cleanse formula. And right then, Uncle Ching gasps. I can feel them. For a man paralyzed for 10 years, to feel his own legs again, to have sensation, that kind of happiness is something no ordinary person can ever understand. Just a little more. Yeah, that's it, you're walking great. I'm fine, I can do this. Uncle Ching's eyes flood with tears, and he can't stop them. Only someone who has felt that kind of overwhelming joy knows what it means to cry tears of pure joy. First, I'm really standing! He can't wait. He gets up and takes a few steps. I'm really healed! The sheer shock of it makes everyone forget to ask where Marcus learned medicine. When they ask later, he simply says he studied under an old traditional doctor. Uncle Ching drinks for the first time in 10 years. He stands up and walks around several times during dinner, terrified it might all be a dream. Marcus seizes the moment to pitch an idea. A hot pot restaurant. Everyone agrees fast. They keep drinking late into the night, hashing out the details of the restaurant. Grace jots notes in a little notebook, things that need to be remembered. After dinner, Uncle Ching insists on walking home by himself. The next day, the village explodes. Look, isn't that Uncle Ching from the Wang family? It sure is. Everyone is stunned. Uncle Ching, paralyzed for a decade, is walking again. Meanwhile, Marcus is already in town scouting for a location, weighing whether to rent an existing hot pot place or build one from scratch. As he walks, he suddenly hears a voice. Marcus! She knows he's looking for a spot. What a coincidence. I know the area well. What are you looking for? Somewhere big, open space out front, off the beaten path is fine. Come on, I'll show you a few places. Brianna is 4 years older than Marcus. She lost her husband and is raising a 2-year-old daughter on her own. Come meet at my parents' place after. Mom and Dad always ask about you. Sure, thanks Brianna. Marcus, the Lie House is your home. Marcus freezes when he hears that. What are you thinking? It's my parents' place. Nothing. They arrive at the edge of town. Next to the main roundabout stands a 3-story building. Marcus likes it the second he sees it. Plenty of parking, wide open views, easy access. Almost everyone entering town from the south passes right by, and it sits next to the provincial highway. After a moment, Marcus says, "This is the one, Brianna. I'm sold." Brianna blinks. "You sure?" "Positive." Marcus nods. The building is already renovated. Brand new inside, just empty. "Alright, now that we've found the place, come home with me. We haven't talked about rent. Yet. And shouldn't we call the landlord? Lock it down soon? I want to open in a few days. It's my building. Forget rent. I'd give it to you if I could." Marcus hears that and scratches his head. "Well, the rent. You looking down on me, Marcus? If you call me family, then don't bring up rent again. Use this place as long as you want." She's made herself clear. Marcus can't refuse anymore. So he stops at a fruit shop, picks up some fruit, plus a special gift, and heads to the Lie House with Brianna. Chief Lee and his wife are thrilled to see him. "Oh, you didn't have to bring anything. So many gifts, that's too kind." "It's the least I could do, sir, ma'am. Just a small token." "Marcus, come in, sit down." "Mom, I'm here." Brian is there too, and beside him stands a little girl. "Mimi, what are you looking at?" "Mimi, say hi to Uncle Marcus." Mimi looks like a porcelain doll, blessed with Brianna's good genes, a little angel carved from jade. "Uncle Marcus," she chirps in a soft, sugary voice. Marcus feels a warmth he can't explain. So precious, so cute. His expression brings a round of happy laughter from the family. "You really love kids, Marcus. Got a girlfriend?" Marcus answers fast. Yes, I do. Mimi, this is for you." "Wow, thank you. Teddy bear, you're so soft, so comfy." "Mimi, say thank you to Uncle Marcus." "Thank you, Uncle Marcus." That little voice, sweet as honey, is music to everyone's ears. Then the little girl stretches her arms out, wanting Marcus to hold her. She nuzzles her tiny face against his cheek. Brianna is surprised. Mimi never lets strangers hold her. Maybe she senses the calm, gentle spirit in Marcus. That's why she trusts him. And then, out of nowhere, Mimi calls out, "Daddy!" twice. Marcus goes stiff. He stands there like a statue. The whole Lee family stares in disbelief. Marcus can't help but tap Mimi on the nose. Brianna watches her daughter, a flicker of tenderness and heartache in her eyes. "Marcus, make yourself at home here. Don't be a stranger. Brian, go check if dinner's ready." Soon enough, the food is served. Chief Lee is a big, warm man, and he treats Marcus like family. "Marcus, anytime you want a meal at my place, it's on the house. Eat up, son. This kid sure is lucky. The little one is so attached to you. Why don't you be her godfather?" It starts as a joke, but Marcus agrees without hesitation. "Deal." Brianna's expression freezes. Her eyes are full of surprise. Marcus is in a unique place right now. He carries a quiet confidence because everything he possesses is beyond what money can buy. In the real world, most people's confidence comes from wealth or power. But Marcus, beyond his raw combat strength, also commands a healing gift so powerful, it can, to a certain degree, hold someone's life in its hands. Take Chief Lee, for example. Without Marcus, he'd be gone. While everyone else grinds for money, Marcus has already moved past that stage. He truly feels that money is just an accessory. Sure, money talks. It can buy the appearance of happiness, devoted parents, obedient children, a harmonious family, a picture-perfect life. Life is a stage, and the stage is life. Real and fake blur together. They say a long illness tests even a devoted child. The human heart can only take so much. So who's to say what's real and what's not? Marcus will still build some wealth, because his family needs it. That's exactly why he's opening this restaurant. Back at the table, Marcus feels a bit embarrassed. "I didn't bring a gift today. I'll make it up next time." Chief Lee and his wife whisper about Marcus's background. They already know his story, and they want to help. Helping someone when they need it most is worth more than gold. Today, Marcus becoming Mimi's godfather pulls the families even closer. Chief Lee and his wife chat warmly with Marcus. "Son, if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. We're family now. How about we come visit your home sometime?" "Of course, but wouldn't that be too much trouble?" "No trouble at all." Then it's settled. Brian's mother beams. Their gratitude to Marcus runs deep. After lunch, Marcus gets ready to leave. Brianna hands him the keys. Marcus tries to bring up rent again, and Brianna shoots him a look. Fine, he drops it. "Man, I can't win with you." "Alright, how about this? I didn't get Mimi a gift today, so I'll give her 10% of the restaurant's shares." Brianna doesn't refuse. "Deal. And Marcus, take this card. The pin is 6 zeros. Marcus instinctively tries to refuse. "Brianna, I don't need it. I have money." Fine, then when you hit it big someday, treat me to a fancy dinner. Bye now. Marcus waves her off. Some people's kindness Marcus can truly feel, because he saved Brianna's father. That single reason is why she genuinely cares for him. She's a powerhouse, wealthy and capable. A few years older than Marcus, her brother's classmate and now her daughter's godfather. If she's not going to be good to him, then who? When Brianna walks back in, her family eyes her curiously. She's been acting different today. She came back with Marcus, she suggested the godfather thing, and she insisted on driving him back herself instead of letting Brian do it. If she hadn't been married before, she and Marcus would be a great match. But she's a widow with a daughter. Alright, stop overthinking it. Brianna clears the air. Mom, Marcus is opening a hot pot restaurant. He needed a location, so I offered my empty building. He said it was perfect. Brian can't help himself. Brianna, what do you think of Marcus? Brianna glares at him. Brian shuts up instantly. Even if there were something, what would it have to do with me? Back at home, Marcus fills the family in on the restaurant space. He thinks for a moment, then asks, Uncle Ching, Auntie Ching, how are Yang and Chong doing with their jobs out there? Barely scraping by. Hard labor, no future, no real skills. They work a few days when there's work, sit idle when there isn't. How about bringing Yang and Chong back? The restaurant needs hands. That way we hire fewer outsiders. Auntie Ching lights up. Great. I'll call them right now. What a thoughtful kid. Her two boys aren't going anywhere out there. They can't even find wives. Coming back to work with Marcus has to be better. Just then Marcus's phone rings. It's Alara. Alara. Does my man miss me? Yes, so much. I miss you too. I went for a checkup. I'm really getting better. My little Alara learned to tell white lies to make me feel good. Alara is surprised. You know, you're at the mid-stage now. If I can treat it at mid-stage, then I can cure you completely. I told you I'd give you a long, full life with a big family. Marcus, meeting you is the best thing that ever happened to me. Marcus hangs up with a full heart. He heads back and starts preparing the hot pot base. This is something only he can do. Luckily, one batch lasts a long time, and he can store it in his spatial inventory. He just needs a storage room to keep enough on hand for the short term. Some things are best kept to yourself. Talking only invites trouble. That afternoon, Brian shows up to help, along with several of his cousins and relatives, all pitching in. They split the work. No renovation needed, just buying hot pot tables. Cost is no object. As for the production license and permits, Brian is handling those too. Plenty of paperwork, but it moves fast. Every spare moment, Marcus trains white tiger stance and golden needle acupuncture. His EXP climbs visibly, and he can't stop. Once mastery is full, he gains a permanent 10 points each to Con, STR, and STA. Major boost. When you can see your own progress, it's easy to keep going. The next afternoon, Yang and Chong come home. These two stand 6 feet tall, good-looking, solid Wang family genes. They're just dirt poor. Marcus gives them a quick rundown on the restaurant. They already know some of it from the phone call, but coming home brings a bigger surprise. When they see their father walking, both of them go red-eyed. This means more than any paycheck ever could. Their mother suffered so much all these years. They ached for her, but they had no prospects, no means to give her rest. The older you get, the more you understand. In reality, spending money is how you show devotion. Money isn't everything, but 99% of life's problems come from not having it. The production facility for the hot pot base is also provided by Brianna. When you owe someone, keep it to one person. If you're going to carry a debt of gratitude, better to owe it all to one. Besides, Marcus saved her father's life. That's no small favor. Environmental certifications, production licenses, mass manufacturing, all of it. The factory is the foundation. Everything is fast-tracked. Reinforce the mounting brackets on those industrial mixers one more time. The manager on site nods. Over 5 days, Marcus's white tiger stance levels up completely. Every free moment outside of making the base goes to training. The passive skill reaches level 4, permanently adding 40 points to Con, 40 to STR, and 40 to STA. Today is opening day. No fanfare, no big announcements. Marcus's whole family is here. Uncle Min, Uncle Ching, Auntie Ching, Grace, Yang, Chong, Marcus himself, and Tiger, Mrs. Yang's son. Brianna, Brian, and their cousins come too. Even little Mimi. And Chief Lee and his wife bring a flower basket. Day 1. Marcus sets up 2 massive pots at the entrance. Brand new. Simmering with broth and stock. His stock is actually his secret hot pot base. Today he skips the small packets and goes straight to bone broth. And now, the premium beef bones in his spatial inventory finally get their moment. Most of them are top grade, producing a rich, pure bone broth. The aroma of nature itself, set on early, simmered on low heat. The scent drifts down the entire street. To set the mood, they light a string of firecrackers. World's second best hot pot. That's the name. Why second? Because claiming number 1 feels too arrogant. Better to stay humble. The location is a bit off the beaten path, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It just depends on what you're running. This spot rewards real skill. 3 floors, over 10,000 square feet total. The second floor has small tables, 50 of them. The third floor is all private rooms, big and small, over 3,000 square feet of private dining. And the rooms are already built in, left over from when the building housed a beauty salon. Since the name of the game here is food, the rooms stay. Keep it simple. Marcus's short video account now has 300,000 followers. He's the biggest creator in Zheng County by far, so he posts the restaurant's location and opening time, especially that unforgettable name. Most of his followers discovered him through his knife skills, and the people at the capital city food market who tasted his skewers all hit follow. The market is only about 60 miles from Zheng County. Not far, not close. But for foodies, just a 2-hour drive. As the big pot simmer, the aroma escapes and it is absolutely mouthwatering. This is exactly why Marcus has the confidence to skip advertising. He doesn't need a prime location either. Start early, let the smell do the talking, and that is the best advertisement money can't buy. The power of aroma is something most people overlook. Put it this way, even the most beautiful woman in the world won't turn heads if she reeks. This natural, authentic fragrance, born from herbs and real spices, awakens your taste buds. It's the kind of mouth-watering, soul-soothing scent that makes you not want to leave. And then there's the broth. Clearly not factory-made, alive with flavor. You can still see the bones in the pot. That distinct, one-of-a-kind bone broth aroma is something many people are smelling for the very first time. Marcus checks his watch. Only 9:30 in the morning. Still over 2 hours until noon. Little Mimi clings to Marcus, practically drooling. "Daddy, smells so good." On opening day, Brian, Brianna, and the rest of the family hustle non-stop. Marcus hoists the little girl onto his shoulders, then heads off to roast a lamb leg. Crispy outside, melt in your mouth inside. 5-spice, the real deal. The tiny girl clutches a lamb leg almost as big as she is. The image is cute enough to make your heart explode. She looks like a porcelain doll, grinning from ear to ear, eyes squeezed into little crescents. "Daddy is the best." "Then eat up, sweetheart." Every time she calls him daddy, Marcus feels a strange warmth, like she's actually his own. "You can cook like this too?" Brianna stares at him, impressed. "It's a gift." Brianna laughs, watching Marcus and her daughter together. The scene just feels right. Before long, the aroma pulls people through the door. "Just opened?" "That's right, brand new." A young man sniffs the air. "Can we eat now? That smell is unreal." We start serving at 11:30. The bone broth still needs 2 more hours. "Then book us a table. Any opening specials?" "Half price today. Every ingredient is the real thing. Open kitchen, you can watch us work, all about taste and health." And Marcus isn't exaggerating. The broth from those premium beef bones is unmatched. An all-natural base like this is simply irreplaceable. All the beef and lamb are hand-sliced in-house, generous portions. Marcus insists on earning only honest money, never cutting corners. He believes wealth must match ability, or it invites disaster. Every piece of meat I serve has to be the best quality. One reservation is the start. More follow, table after table. Some people just hang around the entrance hoping for a spot, because even breathing in this place is a treat. Others squeeze inside, find a seat, order a beer, and start drinking. Look closer, and most of the customers are regulars who traveled here after trying his skewers before. Uncle Min, Auntie Min, and Grace manage the first floor. Everyone has a role. Uncle Ching handles the register. Yang and Chong cover the second and third floor service. Seeing all of them hold their own, Marcus feels a deep sense of peace. The restaurant's core edge is the exclusive base and premium beef bones. Grace launches a video account for it, filming the whole preparation process. Half price on opening day, steady customers to follow, solid income ahead. "Tiger, your mom says you're free. Come work here." "Sure, as long as the pay covers my bills. I'm no talent." Day 1 draws a real crowd. Brian insists on helping. "Marcus, let me jump in." "Nah, I've got this." Marcus won't let him. Instead, he books a private room for the whole Ellie family. He also calls in Mrs. Yang last minute. $8,000 a month, same as Tiger. "That's way too much. Way too much. What's the pay standard in Zheng County?" "Here's the picture. Teachers earn $3,000 to $4,000. Grocery clerks make $2,000 to $3,000. Factory jobs at 12 hours a day pay $4,800 to $5,200. $8,000? Outside of the power company, a normal salary doesn't even hit $5,000 or $6,000. This is top-tier pay. For folks from the village, waiting tables feels like a vacation compared to what they're used to. "Marcus, I've got something to discuss with you." Brian catches Marcus between tasks. "Sure." After lunch, the Lee family is stuffed and satisfied. They used to wonder why Marcus wanted a hot pot restaurant. Now they get it. This is the best food on earth. Brianna gazes at the packed restaurant, a scene of pure bustling life. She watches that calm, composed young man, warm as a spring breeze, and for a moment she's completely lost in it. "Dear," Brian's mother calls gently. Brianna blushes. She catches the knowing look in her mother's eyes. "Mom, don't read into it. I just feel like he's different." The more she explains, the more suspicious it sounds, and she knows it. She doesn't think it's romantic. She just feels Marcus is unlike anyone she's ever met. She has never seen another young man like him. He's so young. That clean, strikingly handsome face should carry the swagger of youth, wild and reckless. But Marcus has none of that. He's sincere, trustworthy, yet never overstepping. Still, he's just nice to look at. You can't help but keep looking. It's a comfortable feeling. Mimi has already fallen asleep in his arms. One arm cradles her, wrapped in a jacket. The little girl sleeps soundly, nestled against his chest with a harmony that words can't capture. They almost look like they belong together. Brianna is moved by Marcus's pure, effortless affection for Mimi. At 3 in the afternoon, the last table clears out. Everyone raves about the authentic flavors. Plenty of people film and share. World's second best hot pot goes unexpectedly viral. The name sounds a bit dorky at first, but you have to admit, it sticks instantly. "Brian, what's with the mystery?" "Nothing much. Just wanted to buy you a hot pot dinner." "Oh, there's a high school reunion tonight. 10, maybe 20 people. Wanna come?" "I probably can't make it. Coco's going." Marcus goes quiet. Coco was his high school classmate. She stands 5'7", weighs about 200 pounds, but with a face that radiates elegance and porcelain white skin, she carries no trace of bloat. Slender forearms, graceful hands, well-shaped calves. Her waist isn't exactly slim, but it somehow appears that way. Back in high school, beauty standards were narrow. Nobody appreciated her full-figured beauty. Instead, she caught flack for her weight. Coco once confessed to Marcus in private, "I can't afford to date, and I don't like you like that." The confession was private, but word still got around. After the rejection, Coco was mortified. Marcus still remembers it clearly. Even though Coco stayed the same as always, Marcus gradually drifted away from her. After graduation, he only hung out with a handful of close friends over breaks. 7 years have gone by in a blink. "Alright, I'll go take a look. Got a girlfriend?" "Yeah, she's in the capital. I miss her. Coco is gorgeous now, you know." Marcus thinks it over. Through adult eyes, she truly is stunning. "Alright, I'll pick you up tonight, we'll go together." "Cool." Marcus nods and sees Brian off. They say success means nothing if no one sees it, like wearing silk in the dark. But Marcus's mindset is level now. He just wants to see Coco. Back in high school, they were genuinely close. He never saw her as a girl. Not until near the end of junior year when out of nowhere, Coco told him she liked him. It caught him completely off guard. Coco was always a top student. As the years passed, Marcus came to understand how young and clueless he had been. After entering the real world, he learned that Coco went into government. A golden girl by any measure. Good family, top grades, only child, no family draining her dry. And through adult eyes, Coco is absolutely beautiful. A different kind of beauty. When you're young, you don't know how to appreciate it. But that's all in the past now. A summer afternoon. Marcus sits in the shade outside the restaurant. Marcus. The visitor is Piggy, a man from Wang Village. 10 years ago, robbers broke into his home. The intruder followed him back to the village and attacked in the middle of the night. Piggy took a hammer blow to the head, survived, but was left with severe brain damage. Marcus hands him a lamb leg. Piggy wolfs it down, sitting happily beside him. Marcus spots the disease monster near Piggy. A fortune spirit! A fortune spirit! Marcus understands now. Piggy survived all these years thanks to the fortune spirit's protection. The fortune spirit cannot be fought, but upon entering combat, it can be tamed once. The brain damage fiend is a level 100 berserker king monster that can be fought. Marcus decides to try the fortune spirit first. This tame once mechanic reminds him of the nebula monster he encountered before. He feels a rush of excitement. In an instant, radiant clouds swirl. Within the 5-colored glow, a golden dragon coils, its roar like thunder. 10,000 beams of golden light rain down. The dragon pearl fuses in, permanently doubling his con, star, and sta. Treasure acquired dragon pearl, bonus skill, war beast taming. Loyalty 100. Spirit, con, and more tripled. This treasure is incredibly hard to level up, but Marcus is overjoyed all the same. Spirit is critical for animal combat power. Hunting dogs have the highest combat spirit. Marcus looks forward to taming a high-level beast. He watches Piggy savoring the food and lets out a soft sigh. Destinies differ, but happiness knows no class. Player, Marcus. Level, 21. Con, 204. HP, 78. New power talent detected for the player. Indestructible body. Skill, white tiger stance. Equipment, golden dragon armor, Bizy ring, boar helm. Marcus feels the surge of raw power brimming with confidence. To play it safe, he decides to level up first. Combined with white tiger stance, he can now challenge a level 30 boss. The counterattack begins. Piggy finishes eating and leans against the wall to rest. His simple, pure joy is contagious. People aren't happy mostly because they can never satisfy their desires. Everyone knows contentment brings peace, but few ever practice it. Marcus suddenly hesitates. If someday he could heal Piggy's mind, should he? This man, disconnected from society for a decade, has long since found peace in simple joys. If his mind were restored, he'd face deep trauma and a world he no longer recognizes. That might be crueler. Maybe this is the best arrangement after all. Whenever you're hungry, just come to the restaurant. I'll make sure you eat your fill. He doesn't know if Piggy understands a word, but he says it anyway, slow and gentle. Not far away, Brianna watches Marcus. She is struck by his kindness and ease, that effortless harmony he carries, as if he could embrace the whole world. He gets along with anyone he meets. He arrives like a gentle breeze, standing in the middle of the fire yet untouched by it. She came here today to ask Marcus for help. A social media star used one of her skincare products and broke out in a rash all over her face, now threatening to sue. The product is fine, most likely an allergic reaction, but it's hard to prove right now. Brianna walks over, stunning in the sunlight. Brianna. She gets straight to the point. Can you treat skin breakouts? I can do century-grade massage and golden needle acupuncture, but it depends on the case. I'll go take a look, no promises. Brianna lights up. They drive to her beauty clinic, Elegance Beauty. It isn't far. Elegance Beauty sits on the busiest street in town, the largest beauty clinic in Zheng County and the surrounding area. 3 floors, over 15,000 square feet. Brianna, known as the most beautiful woman in Zheng County, is the clinic's living billboard. Before they even step inside, a voice rings out from within. Get Brianna in front of me right now. 15 minutes or I'll see you in court. Brianna pushes the door open. The store manager rushes to greet her. Ms. Lee! Marcus spots the influencer across the room. Fashionably dressed, decent figure, but Marcus notices a cosmetic surgery fiend near her, level 5. She's wearing a mask and a hat, eyes burning with anger. She and Brianna already know each other. Serena hesitates, then sits down. She's an influencer who built her following on her looks. 2 days off the air already because of the breakout. If this doesn't get fixed, it could end her career. Marcus scans her and spots a level 20 boss monster, a level 10 hemorrhoid boss, and a level 5 allergy monster. Marcus analyzes. Severe constipation caused toxin buildup, internal heat rising, the allergy was just a trigger. Chronic constipation led to hemorrhoids. The root cause is intestinal dysfunction. This is Marcus, an extremely skilled healer. And this is Serena, the biggest influencer in our county. Serena looks Marcus up and down, says nothing. Let's get to business. Serena hesitates, then slowly pulls down her mask, revealing a face covered in red bumps. Her eyes are full of anxiety and self-doubt. Marcus stands before her, leaning in slightly, studying her face with sharp focus. His fingertip gently tilts her chin, signaling her to open her mouth. After examining her, he reaches his conclusion. You have severe constipation and hemorrhoids. The rash on your face is just the surface. The root cause is toxin buildup causing hormonal imbalance and rising internal heat. Serena is stunned. Her constipation is severe. She goes 6 or 7 days between movements. Each time takes forever. Afterward, she has to use cotton to push the hemorrhoids back in, leaving her completely drained. She's tried vegetables, fruit, drinking more water, senna tea, aloe juice. They worked at first but bounced back fast. She stopped the laxatives out of fear they'd damage her colon. Even after hemorrhoid surgery, the constipation came back. It's now the biggest burden in her life. Serena's constipation is so bad she cries on the toilet. The straining gives her splitting headaches. She's terrified it could cause a brain hemorrhage. Suppositories are a daily necessity. Brianna watches Marcus with a quiet smile, saying nothing. Serena speaks up. Regardless of the cause, this started at your clinic. She pauses for a beat, then adds with worry, if I stop using the product, how long until it clears up? Marcus thinks she's being pretty reasonable. He decides to help. Since the goal is solving the problem, let's solve it. I'll cure your constipation, your hemorrhoids, and the breakout on your face will be gone in 3 days, tops. He remembers the intestinal cleanse formula can treat constipation. He decides to brew the medicine himself. Serena is skeptical. You can really fix this? Marcus is completely confident, you'll see soon enough. He writes the prescription and has Brianna send someone to fill it. Then he pulls out his silver needles and applies golden needle acupuncture to balance Serena's energy. Serena looks tense, but there's a hint of trust in her eyes. The herbs arrive quickly. Time to brew. Marcus follows the precise ratios and brewing sequence, and a unique herbal fragrance fills the room. Brianna recognizes it. That smell again. Serena is surprised that herbal medicine can smell this pleasant. She breathes it in, and just inhaling the scent makes her body feel a little better. Marcus hands Serena a bowl of the medicine. Serena's eyes show reluctance and resignation. She grits her teeth, shuts her eyes, and downs the entire bowl in one go. At the same time, Marcus enters combat against the level 20 mutant boss monster. This boss takes the form of a 10-foot-tall golden lion, mane blazing, 20,000 HP. But Marcus, supercharged by the Dragon Pearl fusion, isn't worried in the slightest. He even thinks this level 20 boss is beneath him. The golden lion opens its massive jaws, and its golden form lunges at Marcus. He doesn't move an inch. A golden shield of defensive energy forms in front of him. Vortex shield combined with warrior spirit, easy block. The golden lion refuses to give up and charges again. Marcus still doesn't budge. Every impact deals negligible damage, and each collision actually bounces back and hurts the lion itself. This confirms it for Marcus. He can now take on a level 30 boss. Marcus grips the white tiger Vajra. No more wasting time. The Vajra surges with immense energy and slams into the golden lion. A red 1000 explodes above its body. Cracks split across its golden frame. It finally collapses. Victory. 2000 EXP earned plus a level 20 tier 2 steel armor. Marcus frowns at it. With the golden dragon armor already equipped, this piece is scrap. Marcus glances down at his own worn-out shoes and sighs. Then he moves on, cutting through the level 10 hemorrhoid boss and the allergy monster. These two are child's play. Meanwhile, back in the office, Ms. Lee, I need to use the restroom. A few minutes later, Serena walks out of the bathroom looking like a new person. Boil 3 bowls of water down to 1. Bring it to a boil, then reduce to medium heat. 3 days and you'll be back to normal. Thank you so much. Sorry for all the trouble. After a burst of relieved laughter, Serena leaves. Brianna is still a bit unsure. It's really fixed? Long-term constipation caused toxin buildup. The skincare product was just a trigger. Brianna relaxes. You're amazing, Marcus. How should I thank you? Brianna's effortless charm makes Marcus's mind wander for a second, but he steadies himself quickly. He already has Alara. He can't let anyone else shake that. And Brianna's feelings for Marcus are a mix of admiration and awe. You're really incredible. Marcus's gaze is steady, his mind clear. He takes a step back. You're too kind, Brianna. I should head back. Brianna picks up her car keys from the table. I'll drive you. Marcus doesn't argue. He gets in Brianna's car and has her drop him at the restaurant. He's worried that the restaurant's sudden fame might attract jealous trouble. At the shop, Marcus pulls out his phone and scrolls through short videos. He lands on a 1-inch punch brick breaking clip. A young guy tapes 5 bricks together, ready to shatter them with a close-range punch. But the cracking sound is clearly dubbed in. and the comments are roasting him. Marcus smirks. He closes it with a laugh and swipes to an even more ridiculous video of someone trying a knife hand chop on a brick. Marcus stares at these clips, thinking, maybe he should start his own content channel. The next day, Marcus gets right to it. He grabs 3 real bricks, ties them to a tree, and has Grace film. Perfect. Ready when you are. Marcus sets his stance in front of the camera. Then he unleashes a devastating punch. The bricks explode into pieces, so dramatic it looks fake. Grace is stunned. Marcus pats her on the shoulder and assures her they're prop bricks. Grace calms down. He titles the video, "This is Real Kung Fu," and posts it. Before he knows it, evening arrives. The restaurant already has returning customers bringing friends and family. Brian rides up on his scooter to pick Marcus up for dinner. The evening breeze is cool and pleasant. Zheng County hums with life. 10 minutes later, the scooter pulls up to West Garden Restaurant. Suddenly, wind howls, dark clouds close in, and rain is about to pour. They rush inside but still get drenched. West Garden is the upscale restaurant in Zheng County. Vintage architecture with wood-paneled interiors and a koi pond at the entrance adds a touch of elegance. The two head up to private room 209 on the second floor. They push the door open to a room full of familiar faces. Brian was the big man on campus back in the day, and now he's practically royalty in this crowd. The room also holds several girls, and Coco and Joy stand out the most. Coco may weigh 200 pounds, but through grown-up eyes she's a beauty. Joy is the undisputed class queen, youthful, radiant, and well-mannered. Coco, Joy, good to see you. They both look surprised. Man, looking good. Way better than before. Marcus, hi. Marcus's arrival lights up Coco's face. He was her secret crush back in high school. I just opened a hot pot restaurant. Come try it sometime. I promise you'll love it. Sure, it's a date. Marcus notices a beatable obesity fiend near Coco, but when he looks at Joy, he spots another monster beside her. A translucent, ice blue ALS fiend foot soldier class. Marcus clenches his right fist and strikes. His fist blurs through the air and slams into the foot soldier's chest. 200 EXP earned, plus a new skill, kidney strike. Marcus checks the details. This skill reduces a disease monster's ATK and def by 20%. Joy is still looking down at her phone. A second ice blue ALS fiend materializes near her, a centurion, far more menacing than the foot soldier. A flicker of frustration crosses Marcus's eyes. This level requires golden needle acupuncture before combat is possible. There's no way to act right now. Joy notices him staring. You keep looking at me. Something wrong? Have you been feeling any discomfort lately? I'd recommend getting a checkup. A mocking laugh comes from nearby. Rex sneers, since when did you become a traditional medicine doctor? Coco shoots Rex an annoyed look. Marcus's face stays blank. He doesn't even acknowledge him. Rex feels disrespected. Who do you think you are? You dare ignore me? Rex, shut your mouth! Coco's outburst makes Brian's face darken. A loser like him and you're still defending him, Coco? Finally, Brian speaks up. Apologize to Marcus, then leave. Brian's expression is grim. Rex's face shifts too. Meanwhile, at the restaurant entrance, 3 massive men in raincoats storm through the door. One of them asks the front desk for Brian's private room, claiming they have business. The receptionist doesn't think twice and gives them the room number. The 3 men march upstairs. Before anyone in the room can react, the intruders have already locked the door behind them. One of them pulls a gleaming knife from inside his raincoat. Brian is instantly on alert, realizing the danger. The man points the blade at everyone. Nobody move! Rex, who was just about to leave and was already in a foul mood, snaps at them. Who the hell are you? What's with the act? You think this is a movie? Without a word, the man drives the knife into Rex's leg. Screams erupt from the girls. Shut up, scream again and you're next. Rex clutches his wounded leg, face twisted in pain, crumpled in the corner. Marcus sits at the table, expression blank, coolly observing the 3 men. That's when he notices floating above each of their heads a red figure icon, a salt curse. Marcus understands now, though he's surprised the system can display markers on people too. Across the room, Brian mutters in disbelief. How can it be them? Reading Brian's expression, Marcus connects the dots. I'm your target. Let the others go. Your old man locked up my father. I'll never let you walk. Since we're dead men anyway, we're taking your whole family with us. I won't regret this. Protecting people is my duty. Brian is a storm of emotions inside. His father just escaped danger. He thought things were finally looking up. He never expected these men to be this bold. Rex took a knife, but it's not life-threatening. Well, what a pretty lady. Don't be scared. Marcus steps in front of Coco, shielding her. Coco tugs at his sleeve, worried. They'll kill you. Marcus's fist shoots out and smashes the knife hand's wrist. The blade drops. In that split second, he follows up with a rapid barrage of kicks. The remaining 2 attackers realize they're in trouble and rush in to help, but they're completely outmatched. Even with all 3 coming at him, Marcus doesn't break a sweat. He takes them apart in seconds. In no time, all 3 lie on the floor, completely unconscious. Everyone else stares in stunned silence. Nobody expected Marcus to be this powerful. Let's give the credit for this one to Brian. Sound good? No objections. Surviving a brush with death is the biggest win of all. Back at the restaurant, business is still booming. After Brianna leaves, Marcus drags a lounge chair to the entrance and sits down. A cool night breeze. The restaurant is packed. Traffic streams past the front door. He pulls out his phone and discovers the brick-smashing video has gone viral. The bricks shatter into pieces in the clip, so over the top that commenters joke it's the art of shameless honesty. The comment section explodes. Marcus grins. He renames the account world's second best fighter and plans to contact a brick factory to order soft bricks, building a brand around smashing insane quantities. After closing time, the family tallies the books and is thrilled to find that even with the half-price deal, each of the 3 shares pulls in $200,000 a month. Everyone is exhausted but buzzing with excitement. After cleaning up, the whole family walks home together, strolling down the country lane on a warm summer night. Nobody feels like sleeping. They sit together and talk about the future, the conversation crackling with energy. Eventually, Marcus starts giving everyone century-grade massage and bone setting. The miraculous results leave them all in awe. These are the happiest days the Wang family has ever known. The next morning, Marcus rises early to train white tiger stance, and pulls Yang and Chong in to practice horse stance. Since jumping straight into white tiger stance would be too intense, Marcus starts them with the standard horse stance. Feet slightly wider than shoulder width, body in a half squat, building the kidneys, strengthening the back, fortifying the tendons. Yang and Chong are young and fit. Years of manual labor gave them solid frames, and they pick up the stance quickly. Marcus heads to East Village Brickworks to order soft bricks. The workshop is tiny, practically half shut. When he meets the owner, he freezes. It's Tanner, his middle school classmate, who just inherited the factory from his uncle. Tanner is curious why Marcus wants crumbly bricks. Marcus shows him the brick smashing video and suggests they team up as content creators. Tanner agrees on the spot. He picks the name 1-Inch Punch Guy for his own channel. Marcus starts teaching him the art of brick breaking, sell the performance. Marcus explains that the longer you wind up, the more devastating it looks. Tanner films while Marcus lines up 10 soft bricks in a row, does a dramatic wind-up, and obliterates them with one punch. Tanner's uncontrollable laughter accidentally becomes the video's highlight. Using half bricks from the factory as props, the footage looks identical to the so-called 1-Inch Punch Masters online. Before leaving, Tanner gives Marcus a full truckload of bricks for free. They promise to grab drinks soon. Back home, Marcus spots Old Yellow, his 10-year-old dog, looking sluggish. He remembers how the dog once risked its life to save him from drowning. He decides to use beast taming, channeling dragon essence through the shadow needle. As the energy flows in, Old Yellow's frame thickens. Its fur regains its shine, and in an instant it transforms from frail and aging to sharp and spirited. Around noon, Marcus arrives at the restaurant. Even though prices are back to normal, the place is still packed. People drive from far away just to eat here, suggesting franchise deals. Marcus explains the base must be handmade and can't be mass-produced. He turns them all down. Suddenly, a customer coughs up blood and collapses. His son rushes to explain that his father has late-stage esophageal cancer, nothing to do with the food. Marcus steps forward to examine him and discovers an esophageal cancer Grand Marshal, a level 80 boss monster. Marcus immediately moves in and uses his silver needles to stop the bleeding and ease the pain. He's honest. There's nothing he can do to save the man. Only delay the suffering. Staring at the level 80 boss marker on the old man, Marcus thinks of Uncle Ching. The helplessness of humanity against disease hits him hard. The son asks with desperate hope, "You can really stop the bleeding and pain?" That alone is more than they ever dared wish for. Marcus nods and sighs. "I can't cure him." The man's eyes go red. He knows his father is beyond saving. All he can do is say thank you. The family quickly cleans up the blood. They're from out of town, came on a friend's recommendation just to try the hot pot. They insist on paying for the treatment. Marcus declines, accepting only the meal bill. Looking at the level 80 esophageal cancer Grand Marshal hovering over the old man, Marcus feels a deep unease. Alara's breast cancer, if left unchecked, could eventually produce the same level of cancer monster. He used to think the disease had to progress from foot soldier upward, but now it seems the monster's level may correlate with a patient's age. Alara and Joy are both still young, and Uncle Ching's spinal injury wasn't a terminal illness. The man asks if his father can come back when the pain returns. Marcus agrees, saying he's usually around. If he's not there, just ask his family. The restaurant blows up thanks to Marcus's short videos. The world's second best fighter account and world's second best hot pot feed off each other. The over-the-top brick-smashing clips spark massive debate. Some viewers call him a fraud posing as a master, while others point to his white tiger stance breakdowns, which showcase extreme strength and flexibility, and insist he's the real deal. When the fake looks real and the real looks fake, that's controversy. And controversy brings massive traffic. Some call him a con artist, others call him a master. The comment sections keep burning. Marcus knows the algorithm formula. When he spots a viewer challenging him, he immediately drops a response video. Full livestream, open challenge. Winner takes $1,000,000 yuan. Loser works as a waiter at the restaurant for a day. Then, he posts another video, this time going for sheer volume. He shatters 10 soft bricks mid-air, the breaks clean as a razor. Even if you know it's fake, the visual impact is undeniable. Meanwhile, word of Marcus curing Uncle Ching's decade-long paralysis spreads, and villagers line up at his door. Pneumonia, gastritis, high blood pressure, diabetes, even tumor patients. The stream of visitors never stops. Marcus turns no one away. He's building real combat experience and prepping for future level-ups. Most villagers come with spinal issues, gout, or hemorrhoids. His century-grade bone setting delivers instant results on necks, shoulders, backs, and knees. Combined with his disease monster combat therapy, his reputation spreads fast. Marcus, pulling in hundreds of thousands a month from the restaurant, goes from cautionary tale to the kid every parent wishes they had. On top of that, his free treatments earn him the village's highest praise. Close to noon, Uncle Guo comes to the door, saying his son Ning has a herniated disc that relapsed after surgery, so bad he can't walk. Ning is the village chief. He had surgery before with steel pins implanted and now faces the risk of a second operation. Marcus grabs his silver needles and herbs and heads over. The two houses are barely 100 meters apart. Ning lies face down on the bed, completely drained. The post-surgical relapse pain keeps him up every night. He's seriously considering a second surgery. Ning's wife welcomes Marcus in. Ning forces a pained smile. After examining him, Marcus discovers a level 20 mutant boss monster inside. The system prompts that bone setting can reduce its stats by 20%. Facing Uncle Guo's anxious questions, this is Marcus's first encounter with a mutant boss monster. Marcus is confident. He can go back to normal life, but he needs to avoid heavy labor. He enters the combat screen. The herniated disc fiend shows 80,000 HP. Even with the 20% stat reduction from bone setting, it still manifests as a massive tree demon, thick vines twisted and tangled. The fight begins. The tree demon's branches lash out like pythons, dealing 180 damage. Marcus regenerates 33 HP per second, fully recovering his 337 HP in 10 seconds. He fires off Kidney Strike. Not only does it deal 500 damage, it also cuts the target's ATK and def by 20%. On the second hit, the tree demon's Vine Strike shows 0 damage. Kidney Strike's debuff has completely neutralized its offense. Marcus switches to the White Tiger Vajra and activates Tiger Venom. Once it lands, it deals 5% of the target's current HP as ongoing damage each turn. That's 5% of current HP, ticking every round. First tick, 3,950. Every 10 rounds he refreshes Kidney Strike to keep the defense shredded. The fight ends with ease. Marcus earns 50,000 EXP, jumping straight to level 22, plus an EXP pill and century-grade carpentry. He pops the EXP pill immediately. 100,000 EXP pushes him to level 23. Warmth floods his body. Countless woodworking designs flash through his mind. Marcus brews the ancient blood vitality tonic for Ning. The pain vanishes instantly. Ning can barely contain himself. From hell to heaven, Uncle Guo and his wife insist Marcus stay for lunch, bringing out a spread of fish and beef. Ning's wife raises a toast and promises, anything you need in the village, just come to Ning. Marcus nods in agreement, thinking he's planning to use beast taming for livestock breeding in the village. Ning's help could come in handy. After lunch, Marcus goes home and calls Alara. Her voice comes through, cool and steady. Well, my man misses me. Marcus replies softly, listening as Alara asks him to say something sweet. Alara, you're the most beautiful. Between playful banter, Marcus asks about her health. She's back at work. He tells her to take it easy, don't overdo it. All my money is yours from now on. They end up talking for much longer than planned. The family is already preparing for the evening rush. Despite the workload, everyone's face glows with excitement and joy. Yang, Chong, and the younger crew handle the second and third floors, busy but fulfilled. That Friday afternoon, Marcus offers to pick up Jade from school and heads out. Uncle Ching's daughter Jade is a senior at Zheng County High, coming home only once a month. Parents' cars line the entrance, alongside a few dropout troublemakers. The bell rings, students pour out in uniform. Jade's single ponytail makes her stand out instantly. More than a few boys steal glances. The Wang family genes are strong, and Jade shines in any crowd. Just as Marcus starts to approach, a 6-foot-tall guy named Shane blocks her path with his crew, confessing his feelings. Jade frowns and rejects him, disgust on her face. Your dad's crippled, your brothers aren't married, where does tuition even come from? Your mom killing herself working? He laughs. Then comes the bait, date him, and tuition, living expenses, everything's covered. He'll even set her up with a decent job. Shane comes from money, but he dropped into the streets early. He figured out Jade's weak spot, her devotion to family. He's using guilt to break her down. When she falls silent, Shane smiles to himself. Hesitation means he's halfway there. That's when Marcus steps forward and cuts in. Harass Jade again, and I'll break your legs. Jade's eyes light up. Marcus! Shane runs with troublemakers. He doesn't think twice about a nobody like Marcus. Big mistake. Without a word, Marcus fires a punch straight into Shane's kidney. Kidney strike. Shane's body locks up, his shoulders shake. In the dead of summer, he feels ice cold. Then a car pulls up. It's Shane's father. Shane runs to him, crying and pointing. You little punk, you hit my son, I'll kill you! The father raises his hand to slap Marcus. Marcus kicks him square in the chest. The man stumbles and hits the ground. Just you wait, kid. If I don't break your legs today, I'll take your last name. With that, Shane's father whips out his phone to call backup. The commotion alerts school security, who call the police immediately. At the hospital, the doctor reviews the exam results, gives Shane and his father a strange look, and says, severe kidney deficiency. I'd suggest, showing some restraint and focusing on your studies. Shane's face turns beet red. I haven't been doing anything that bad. Shane's father's eye twitches. In the end, the whole thing fizzles out. Meanwhile, Marcus and Jade walk and chat, and before they know it, they're almost home. At the restaurant, Jade is stunned to see her father walking. Tears pour down her face. The family tells her things have gotten better. focus on your exams. This girl, consistently in the top 10% of her grade, always grew up too fast under the weight of her family's struggles. Marcus sees it all. He just smiles and promises. Study hard, Jade. I've got a surprise waiting for you at college. On another front, Marcus's parents' old house has long since crumbled. It sits next to Uncle Min's plot. Combined, the total area reaches about 1.5 acres, roughly 10,000 square feet. He calls Dante. Come to Wong Village. Help me plan a house. Dante agrees right away, says he'll be there in a day or two. Marcus now possesses century-grade carpentry. He plans to build Alara a traditional wooden mansion plus 2 white horses. He also wants to get some dogs for the homestead. He decides on 1 Samoyed, 1 Husky, and 1 Alaskan Malamute, the 3 goofballs. The next day, the construction crew rolls in with bulldozers and excavators. Marcus designs the blueprints himself. Everything moves like clockwork. Internet star Iron Fist Feng, drawn by the world's second-best fighter title, issues a challenge. He commands 500,000 followers, built on martial arts live streams, and he's known for clout chasing. Marcus's earlier million yuan challenge video stated, "Winner takes the cash, loser waits tables for a day." Iron Fist Feng wants to ride that first wave of hype. They set the showdown in the open lot in front of the restaurant. Feng brings his whole crew and fans for a live broadcast. River fires up Marcus's account stream too, pulling in a massive crowd. Onlookers pack the area. Diners pour out of the restaurant, pressing their faces against the windows, creating quite a spectacle. Nothing like this has ever happened in Zheng County. Iron Fist Feng stands 6 feet tall, muscles carved from stone, skilled in backflips and spinning kicks, with a few amateur internet brawls under his belt. Feng understands the game. Tell you what, let's grab a bite first. We go live in 2 hours. Marcus has no objections. He nods. Feng is buying his fans 2 hours to build hype, cross-promote, and spread the word. So Feng sits there enjoying delicious hot pot while the algorithm does its work. 2 birds, 1 stone. Marcus isn't idle either. He calls Tanner over. Together, they can build a content network. The livestream numbers keep climbing. Both sides strap on gloves and get ready. Iron Fist Feng eyes Marcus's lean frame. He thinks he's got this in the bag. You can still back out. No need. Beat me. The money's yours. Lose, you wait tables. Marcus's energy doesn't waver. Ready, Feng? The 2 step apart, squaring off. The tension is electric. River works the camera from the side, hunting for the perfect angle. Without anyone noticing, a huge crowd is gathered outside the restaurant. Some are fans, others just there for the show. Online, the buzz stays sky high. Plenty of people call it staged or scripted. Both fighters explode into action. Marcus strikes first, unleashing a brutal combination of straight punches. Feng recovers and fires back. At first, it's almost competitive, the two trading blows back and forth. But then Marcus takes over. He drives Feng backwards step by step. 1 full combo later, Feng is bruised, swollen, and gasping for air. Marcus, on the other hand, stands calm and untouched. I give up. I'm done. I can't take any more. The livestream chat and the crowd erupt in cheers as Feng shuffles off to put on a waiter's apron. Afterward, Feng goes live again, giving his fans and newcomers a full breakdown of the fight. That guy is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I've trained for 5 years and I couldn't handle a single punch. Before this, nobody dared challenge him, so his real strength never showed. Because of his honesty, even after losing, Feng's followers actually grow. After the fight, Marcus doesn't rest. He heads to the county livestock market. The place is rough and the smell isn't great. See that? This pig is 300 pounds easy. And that bull? Top quality, good stock. All he sees is a filthy black pig rolling in the mud. Marcus walks further in, reaching the horse stalls. He needs 2 horses. The quality is average overall but passable. After looking them over, Marcus counts out the cash, pays the owner, and walks out leading a pig and a bull, with 2 horses trailing behind. Back home, he ties the bull and horses to the big tree out front. Since he can only tame 1 animal per day, he starts with the big black pig. The rest will wait. Marcus applies the shadow needle. The pig's frame thickens, its snout shortens, and it looks even more lovably dopey. Its fat packs tight like a half-sized barrel, stubby legs thick and powerful yet oddly cute. The bristles are clean, no smell at all. After beast taming, the black pig looks irresistibly goofy, round and glossy like an oversized black piggy bank come to life. The more Marcus looks at it, the cuter it gets. When it runs, the calf muscles ripple with real power. Marcus is amazed at how it blends adorable and fierce so perfectly. He can't stop petting it. Since the black pig turned out this well, he can't wait to see what the other animals will become. That night, Marcus heads to the restaurant. The pig stays behind to guard the village. After beast taming, its spirit stat is high enough to operate independently. The next morning, Marcus takes Old Yellow to the park to hunt disease monsters. The park air is crisp, early risers doing their exercises everywhere. By coincidence, he bumps into Brianna walking her husky. She lives nearby. She's surprised to see Old Yellow so full of energy. Before she can say a word, Old Yellow takes off chasing the husky. You brat. Brianna hands Marcus the leash. Marcus takes it, slightly embarrassed, holding both dogs. At the same time, Brianna's captivating presence today catches Marcus completely off guard. He looks down and away. Brianna can't help but laugh at his flustered reaction. The two walk together, chatting, while Old Yellow circles the husky playfully. Before they part, Brianna reminds him, Mimi misses you. Come visit her soon. Back at the restaurant, Marcus receives news that the old man from the other day has passed away. Marcus sighs. Easing the man's pain was the best he could do. Beyond that, he was powerless. That morning, Marcus uses his silver needles and shadow needle to tame the white horse. It's pure snow white from head to tail, mane silky and flowing. This is the gift he's been preparing for Alara. Beyond that, he needs to focus on beast taming and building the mansion, giving his family a better life as soon as possible. His phone rings. It's Dante. Bro, I'm in Zheng County. Head to world's second best hot pot first. I'll be right there. When Marcus arrives at the restaurant, Dante has already hit it off with Uncle Min, Uncle Ching, Auntie Ching, and Grace. Dante tells them Marcus is his brother-in-law. The family is shocked. Dante clearly comes from money. Next to him, Yang, Chong, and River look like country boys. Dante offers to help, but the family won't hear of it. Right then, Marcus walks in. He's always had a great impression of Dante. From the moment Dante learned Marcus was Alara's boyfriend, he called him bro without a hint of looking down on him. Back then, Dante didn't even know what Marcus was capable of. Marcus understands. Dante respects him because Alara is his sister, not because of anything Marcus brings to the table. And that's enough. Too many families only take from their daughters, without caring about her well-being. A man doesn't first look at how his in-laws treat him. As long as they genuinely love their daughter, that's what matters. Part of the reason Dante made this trip is to learn from Marcus. Love for Alara naturally extends to her family. Because of Alara, and because Dante is exactly Marcus's kind of person, Marcus is happy to teach him. Dante, try this. This meat is incredibly tender. Will do. Thanks, Uncle Ching. When they've had their fill, Dante glances at Marcus, wanting to say something but holding back. Marcus reads him instantly and smiles. Come on, I'll teach you outside. Iron Fist Feng overhears and watches them curiously as they head out. Feng's swelling has gone down by today, but the bruises and raccoon eyes are still there. Afternoon, Feng finishes his waiter shift. Marcus leads Dante to the backyard. Dante takes off his suit jacket, revealing a training outfit underneath. He came prepared. White Tiger stance has 4 moves. The White Tiger 4 forms. Marcus teaches him the first one, that split-second posture right before the tiger pounces. At that precise, delicate point, your whole body becomes a fully drawn bow. White Tiger stance demands intuition, willpower, and herbal bath support. Without it, your body simply can't take the strain. Dante has fundamentals, talent, and relentless discipline. Alara once told Marcus he's a martial arts addict, no girlfriend. He thinks dating wastes time, and he's afraid a girlfriend would distract him from training. The 2 worst enemies of martial arts are laziness and distraction. Dante has neither problem. Marcus demonstrates once, then breaks the move down piece by piece, walking him through every detail. Drop your shoulders, sink the elbows, lower your center, yes. Hold that, good. Marcus quickly witnesses Dante's obsession firsthand. Every time Marcus adjusts a movement, Dante drills it over and over, until he's internalized it completely. Marcus checks in every so often. Dante's training uniform is drenched with sweat, but he doesn't notice. Eyes shut, jaw clenched, he's found the feeling. But it doesn't come every time. Usually it takes 10, sometimes dozens of attempts before it clicks. When it does, he holds it for a few seconds, and his entire body shakes violently, trembling like he's caught in an earthquake. After who knows how long, Dante collapses to the ground, gasping for air but grinning from ear to ear. Marcus brings over a large bottle of water. Drink up. Thanks, bro. Take it easy. Once you can hold this move for 10 minutes straight, then we move to the next one. Dante's body shudders. Right now he can hold it for 15 seconds and that's his absolute limit. Every fiber, bone, tendon, and joint locked tight. His entire body in a state beyond description. When you're done, go buy a big barrel. Tonight you're taking a herbal bath. Dante struggles to his feet, thanking Marcus. Appreciate it, bro. Come on, you're Alara's brother. No need to be polite. When he hears Alara, Dante smiles even wider. Deal. Dante only respects people with real martial arts skill. Marcus may be about his age, but skill earns respect regardless of age, and Marcus is his sister's man. He now believes Marcus can truly heal Alara. Because of martial arts, fighters are half doctors. When it comes to tuning the body's energy, bones, and joints, they're better than most physicians. He's heard stories of martial artists curing terminal illnesses. Whether those stories are true, he never knew. Until now. Nearby, Feng watches and listens. He tries the same move and can't even come close. Marcus makes it look effortless. The precision and soul behind the movement stuns Feng. Suddenly it clicks. He overheard Marcus coaching Dante. Without Marcus's verbal breakdown, just watching with your eyes, you'd never crack the secret in a lifetime. Iron Fist Feng is a martial arts enthusiast himself. He trained under his grandfather for a few years growing up. His grandfather wasn't a master, just knew a few sets of farm-style kung fu. Feng gets ready to leave and says goodbye to Marcus. Marcus waves back. Send more challengers my way. Feng's eyes light up. You got it. That night, Marcus prepares a barrel of herbal bath, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Dante sits in it, skin blazing red, gritting his teeth, face flushed. Marcus trains White Tiger stance alongside him. He's been putting hours into it every day. Finally, at 11:30 at night, it levels up. White Tiger stance passive skill, level 5. Permanent plus 50 con, plus 50 STR, plus 50 STA. Next level requires 1600 EXP. Each point of EXP takes 8 minutes. Total training needed, 12,800 minutes, 214 hours. At 8 hours a day, he can reach level 6 within a month. The other priority is leveling up fast enough to take down the remaining disease strongholds in Uncle Ching's body, led by the generals and marshals of each disease army. When Marcus wakes up the next morning, Dante is already gone from the room. He stayed at the restaurant overnight. Marcus calls out Yang and Chong. Outside, they find Dante already drenched in sweat, deep into white tiger stance, completely consumed by it. Yang and Chong exchange sheepish looks. Compare that dedication to their own. Back in the village, it's still early. Hardly anyone is up. Marcus tames the big yellow bull. As the taming completes, the bull undergoes a stunning transformation. Good lord, it's massive. Built like iron, those eyes, that snout, those horns. Every angle radiates pure dominance, looking like a bull demon straight out of legend. Tall as a man, packed with sheer muscle, thick hide, limbs like tree trunks. It stands immovable as a mountain, radiating raw, wild beauty. The two horns aren't long, but they're thick, only sharp at the very tips. Today Mimi is coming to visit, so Marcus comes home early to make a few things. The carpentry tools he ordered online arrived yesterday, and he gathered plenty of wood. Marcus sets to work on a dragon carriage. The moment he starts, he realizes just how powerful his century-grade carpentry really is. The entire build uses mortise and tenon joinery. Not a single nail needed. Sawing, sanding, carving, and the result is a stunningly lifelike miniature dragon carriage. Unpainted, but the craftsmanship is masterwork level. The natural wood finish is elegant and timeless, with a quiet luxury that grows on you. The speed amazes even Marcus himself. Being a craftsman feels incredible. From the leftover scraps, he carves a beautiful little wooden sword, plus wooden figurines, a tiny calf, a little pig, a small dog, all impossibly lifelike. Century-grade carpentry can truly turn scrap into art. Brianna pulls up in her car. Daddy! Daddy! The second Mimi spots Marcus, her little legs start pumping. Her tiny face is pure joy, innocent and radiant, cute enough to make your heart explode. Marcus scoops her up, lifts her high, and she bursts into giggles. That tiny voice, clear as a bell, has a way of calming anyone who hears it. Scared of the big piggy? Mimi reaches out her little hand. Black Kong, not scared. Black Kong's spirit and loyalty are off the charts. Marcus pats the massive pig's head, murmurs a few words to it. A moment later, Marcus produces a custom saddle, straps it onto Black Kong and hitches the dragon carriage behind. In an instant, the giant pig and the miniature carriage complement each other perfectly, creating something unexpectedly grand. Mimi sits inside the dragon carriage, and that's the finishing touch that brings the whole picture alive, infusing it with magic, beautiful as a painting. Black Kong is so wide that forget a little girl, even a grown adult couldn't ride it. You'd be doing the splits. Black Kong is just that massive, and that's exactly what makes it so adorable, so ridiculously cute. Like a piggy bank come to life. Marcus and Mimi are in the middle of a wooden sword duel, and neither wants to quit. Her laughter hasn't stopped once. Daddy, I want to ride the big horsey. Daddy, I want to ride the big bull. Daddy, I want to ride the big piggy. Brianna watches Marcus and Mimi play, and she drifts into a daze. In that hazy moment, she almost believes Marcus really is her daughter's father. Almost believes they really are a family. She catches herself staring at him. Mommy! Mommy! Mimi grabs Marcus's hand with one and Brianna's with the other, her two little feet dangling off the ground. A child needs both a father and a mother to grow up whole. Missing either one leaves a gap, a deep one. That's why so many couples who've fallen out of love still put on the act until the kids are grown. They wait until college acceptance letters arrive to file for divorce. By then the child is older, more mature, maybe even able to understand the parents' reasons. It's the least painful way out. Out of nowhere, a strange thought bubbles up in Brianna's mind, having another child, with Marcus, because she feels only that would tie everything together. Mimi and Marcus's child would share the same mother, making them half-siblings. Her face flushes. She doesn't know why her mind went there. She sneaks a glance at Marcus. He happens to look over at the same time. Their eyes meet. For that one instant, it feels like souls colliding. They say the eyes are windows to the heart. Through them you can glimpse someone's inner world. Brianna looks away first, flustered, her heart pounding like a drum, cheeks burning crimson. The woman who always called him Marcus with big sister authority has completely lost this round. And Marcus suddenly thinks this mature, bewitching woman looks kind of adorable right now. Are you planning to build your future here in Zheng County? Most likely. Have you figured out what you want to do? Probably the food industry, produce, livestock, that kind of thing. He's thought about it before. With beast taming, he could create the best breeding stock, pigs, cattle, horses. Producing premium breeds would be simple. Plus he can eliminate disease monsters in animals, so things like swine flu or avian plague are no concern. Brianna keeps glancing at that magnificent white horse. She noticed it long ago. She's never ridden one, but right now she wants to. My boy! Suddenly a gut-wrenching scream comes from the neighbor Lonzo's house. I'll go check. The crying grows louder. Not a place for a little girl. Brianna nods, telling Marcus to hurry. Lonzo is 30 years old, married, with a 5-year-old son and a 50-year-old mother. Right now his eyes are wild yet empty, drool running down his chin. Agitated, fearful, violent, convulsing. It's terrifying to watch. What happened? What's wrong? Lonzo, don't scare me. Don't scare your mother. Lonzo, wake up. Lonzo's breathing is ragged and fast. Someone has already called 119. Hello, 119? Someone collapsed here. Neighbors rush over. Marcus arrives. Most of them can tell the symptoms look like rabies. Marcus is here! Marcus is here! The whole village knows he cured Uncle Ching. So when a healer shows up, hope fills the room. Marcus walks over and places a single needle, chi stabilization, pain relief, blood control, life sustain. He's giving it a shot. Gradually Lonzo calms down, his eyes clear. Must be the chi stabilization taking effect. Marcus also spots the disease monster beside Lonzo. Rabies Demon Lieutenant, level 20 boss monster. Combat enabled after acupuncture. Killing it extends the patient's life by 1 year. It really is rabies. Marcus wishes he were level 80 right now, then maybe he could cure terminal cases for good. Needles in. He enters combat. A massive black hound, 13 feet long, 6 feet tall, exuding raw power. Any creature blown up to that size becomes terrifying. Savage aura. Blood red eyes. This is a dog-shaped beast, Rabies Demon Lieutenant, 100,000 HP. Marcus can tell which diseases hit harder than others. Boom! A black blur lunges, jaws snapping. Marcus can feel the hound is dodgy but hits hard. A normal level 20 boss can't even scratch him now. No need for kidney strike. Straight to the white tiger Vajra. 1,000 damage. No critical hit. This rabies monster has high ATK but low def. Each round Marcus takes 150 damage but recovers over 300, so he stays at full HP the entire time. Critical hit. Tiger Venom. The fight ends in under 5 minutes. Tiger Venom is incredible. Victory achieved. 6,000 EXP earned. New item. Bloodthirst Cloudstriders. New skill, Rabid Fist. Inspecting the Bloodthirst Cloudstriders. Level 20. Plus 200 ATK and def. Plus 5 HP. Passive skill, Bedrock. Each hit taken increases def by 1%, stackable. Passive skill, Bloodthirst. When attacking, deals bonus damage equal to 20% of own def. This damage ignores enemy def. Fixed damage. Durability, infinite. Never wears down. Indestructible. Looks like a jackpot drop. This has to be a great piece of gear. It's only level 20, but this thing should last a very, very long time. Nearly impossible to outgrow. The raw stat boosts are modest, nothing flashy, which makes sense for level 20 gear. But these two skills are insanely strong. The weakest piece of equipment on him right now is the level 10 deerskin boots. Perfect swap. He puts them on. A wave of security washes over him. These Bloodthirst Cloudstriders will make him stronger with every fight. Def keeps stacking. AT keeps climbing. Lonzo feels a sudden lightness wash over him, as if his body has fully recovered. When Marcus sees the next disease monster is the Rabies Demon Vanguard General, he breathes a quiet sigh of relief. At least he can buy Lonzo 3 more years. Time for the Ancient Blood Vitality Tonic. Powerful life energy boosts the body's natural immunity, slowing the disease's advance to a degree. Time is the greatest medicine. Time can heal everything, and time can destroy everything. Marcus, can I really live 3 more years? At least 3. Probably 8 or 10, honestly. For a 30-year-old man, if someone had told him before that he had 8 or 10 years left, he would have been devastated. Crushed. Hopeless. Broken. But now, 10 years feels like a gift from heaven. If he really gets 10 years, his son will be 15 by then. 10 years to work hard, earn money, save enough for his kids' college fund, and leave his parents something to retire on. Lonzo also thinks of his wife. He sighs. The one who suffers most is her. He probably won't be able to leave her anything. Lonzo is full of regret. A dog jumped on him once. At the time, he didn't see any wound. Later, in the shower, he found a small scab. Nothing big. He assumed he scratched himself and didn't think twice. Pull yourself together. I will. These 10 years, I'm going to fight for my kid's future. Marcus leaves and heads back to his own yard. This area isn't being built on. Already leveled flat. Wide open. Brianna and Mimi are still here. It's almost noon. Neighbors invite Marcus to eat at their homes. No thanks, I brought food. We're having a cookout. Is everything taken care of? It's rabies. Right now I can only buy him 3 years. Brianna knows Marcus's healing abilities, but she's still stunned. Everyone knows how brutal rabies is. 7 days at most. 100% fatality. 0 survivors on record. Wait here, I'll grab some things. Marcus checks the time. Noon. Time for lunch anyway. He comes back with a flat iron grill, knives, meat, a kettle, teacups, a portable stove, a table, chairs, seasonings, everything. In no time, a full iron plate grill station is set up under a big tree. This spot is a wide open lane with a breeze running through, quiet and cool. The little teapot bubbles away. Tin teacups, chopsticks, small plates. Every slice of meat is premium grade. He almost pulls out some beef trim. Plenty of premium beef trim sitting in his spatial inventory. Definitely chewy. Great texture, but in the end he leaves it. Top tier ingredients only need the simplest cooking. And Marcus's heat control and seasoning are on another level. The meat is tender yet firm. One bite and that incredible flavor spreads across the tongue, a wave of satisfaction radiating through the whole body. Marcus, this is so yummy! Marcus, so yummy! The tiny voice makes both of them burst out laughing. A 2-year-old's baby talk is just inherently adorable. The more time Brianna spends with Marcus, the more she senses something extraordinary about him. With other men, you always end up measuring them by money. Can he provide? Can he earn? What does he do? When you get to know someone, what do you really learn? You see their face first, then their age, personality, how they carry themselves, what job they hold, how much they make. That afternoon, Brianna takes Mimi to leave. Mimi waves at Marcus reluctantly, her tiny hands swaying. Marcus leans in and presses his forehead gently against the little girl's. He genuinely adores Mimi. She's delicate as a porcelain doll, impossibly tiny, cute beyond words. The little girl is in Brianna's arms, and Marcus is right in front of Brianna's face. His profile, his clean features, those impossibly clear and bright eyes, that calm, effortless aura. It makes her lose herself for a moment. As if pulled by some invisible force, she leans forward and presses a soft kiss on Marcus's cheek. Then she snaps back to reality. She just lost herself over a man. Brianna, face burning red, blurts out, "Bye!" and rushes to her car. Marcus is completely frozen. His whole body is stiff, way too sudden. He grabs the car door. Brianna's face is crimson. They say a shy woman is the most beautiful, especially someone like Brianna, whose charm runs bone deep. When she blushes, it's breathtaking. "Drive safe," Brianna whispers. "Okay." Then she looks up at Marcus carefully. "I'm not that kind of woman. I've never been with a man." Brianna is stumbling over her words. Marcus blinks. He couldn't perform. The baby was through a test tube. She's afraid her impulsive kiss made Marcus think she's loose. She's flustered, rambling, blurting out a secret nobody in the world knows. Marcus is completely thrown off. She's still a total rookie in romance. As long as Mimi is yours by blood, that's all that matters. The second Marcus says it, he cringes at his own emotional intelligence. What kind of response was that? Brianna shoots him a look, half pleased, half annoyed. He has zero experience with women or romance, but he understands people. Even if his delivery was clumsy, his meaning was clear enough to put her at ease. "I should head back. Come over for dinner anytime. My parents keep asking about you." "Sure, drive slow, safety first." A total clueless gentleman, but Brianna finds herself liking him even more because of it. That afternoon, Marcus heads to Ning's house. He wants to see if the mountain can be leased. It's in Zheng County, not very tall, not especially large. The entrance sits right at Wang Village. West of the village is farmland. About 3 miles out lies Boar Mountain. The old-timers say wild boars used to roam there. These days nobody even visits. There's not a single proper path inside. As a kid, Marcus and his friends used to sneak in to play. Boulders everywhere, weeds growing wild, plus tough, drought-resistant trees clinging to life. There's soil, slopes, gullies, and thick vegetation. Developers came once and actually tried to build something. They dug a man-made lake, but nobody ever showed up. The place had zero appeal, no visitors at all. It was abandoned and went completely wild. Boar Mountain isn't tall. The highest point is only about 300 feet. It barely qualifies as a mountain. Only the locals call it one. Boar Mountain, 7 kilometers north to south, 5 kilometers east to west. Zheng County is a big county. Over 1 million people, vast territory. 50 kilometers top to bottom, 35 side to side. Ning spots Marcus and greets him warmly. "Ning, I came to ask about something." "Marcus, go ahead. No need to be formal between us." Ning pulls out a teapot, pours water, brews tea. "Can Boar Mountain be leased?" "It can. But what would you do with a wasteland?" "I want to raise livestock. The village will benefit too. If it gets developed, it could draw tourists. Wang Village would be the perfect inn, perfect timing. The village has the authority. How many years do you want?" 3 years rent-free, then 10 yuan per acre per year after that. 7 kilometers by 5. Over 50,000 acres total. Do the math, annual rent after the free period is 500,000. Most people can't afford that. And those who can don't think this project would turn a profit. Marcus signs for 50 years, paying every 3. He doesn't lack this kind of money anymore. Boar Mountain is a natural mega ranch. It even has a man-made lake. With his century-grade carpentry, Marcus can build wooden structures, even replicas of famous landmarks like the Grand Pavilion or Cloud Tower. That very day they sign the contract. 3 years free, so no payment due yet. It's already 4 in the afternoon. Marcus mounts the white horse and rides toward Boar Mountain. This horse now absolutely deserves the title of divine steed. Don't underestimate it. With its spirit stat enhanced, its powerful frame can deal serious damage just by charging. And that mouth isn't just for eating grass. It can bite too, blazing fast. This is Marcus's first time on horseback. The feeling is incredible. Swift as the wind, rock steady, graceful in full gallop, with a faint hint of draconic majesty. The road is dirt but smooth enough. Farmland stretches out on both sides, corn as far as the eye can see. This horse is perfect. Alara riding it would be a dream. Suddenly his mind flashes to Alara, that intimate moment. She thought she was dying, thought it was the last time she'd ever be close to Marcus. That time, she was the most beautiful rider, shy and sacred. The moment she moved, it felt like the whole world moved with her. Marcus still carries that vivid image in his mind, stunning beyond words. She was always cool, composed, elegant, but in that moment, she was shy, doing the most intimate thing. Whenever Marcus thinks about it, he swears he'll spoil this woman beyond measure. No other reason needed. She's his woman, she's been nothing but good to him, he just likes her. Really likes her. No reason required. The distance isn't far. Lost in thought, he arrives before he knows it. The so-called entrance is a field of standing boulders. Some stand alone, some wind and roll like small hills. The surrounding slopes are gentle enough to climb, and even if you tumble down you'd be fine, as long as you don't hit a rock. Walking in feels like entering a maze. Massive boulders everywhere, forming natural corridors. As a kid, Marcus occasionally snuck in for hide and seek, but adults forbade it. One reason was the distance, several miles from the village. The other, snakes and rodents in the hills, plus owls, hawks, and leopard cats. Locals call them wildcats, or money cats. Only now does Marcus realize they're actually leopard cats, a protected species. As a kid he only knew they scratched people, and that adults use them to scare children into behaving. Walking deeper in, breeze blows. Cool and refreshing, very quiet. The crisp, chilling air makes most people uneasy. Marcus's skill breeds courage, but an ordinary person wouldn't dare come in alone. No signs of human life at all. How to describe it? Imagine walking into an old farmhouse in the countryside, one that nobody has entered in decades. Even in broad daylight you'd feel a chill. Weeds run rampant. Vegetation thick in every direction, vines sealing off the paths entirely. But I actually like this place. After a general survey, Marcus decides to head back and draw up a plan. Gravel crunches underfoot as he passes through a narrow canyon. Up ahead, a wide open clearing. The slopes are actually soil, not rock. In the center stands a 300-foot peak, more giant boulder than mountain. You could climb it, but not everyone can. Marcus thinks he needs a big iron bar. With my strength, I can carve a trail by hand. He's been wandering for over an hour without realizing it. Time to head back. Within the next 2 days, he'll take the first step. Buy a batch of livestock and release them inside. A herd of pigs, for instance. With Black Kong leading them, no risk of losing them or theft. The 2 horses and the bull go in too. He can pick up a few more cows and mares. Tomorrow he tames the black stallion. It's a male, destined to be the breeding stud. 2 fine horses are plenty. Rarity is value. Besides, moderation matters. 1 taming per day is nowhere near enough. After heading back, Marcus returns to town. The restaurant is still packed to capacity. More and more out-of-towners are showing up. World's second best hot pot's reputation keeps growing. The main reason, the line out front stretches down the block every single day. People who've eaten here can't stop raving. Plenty of skeptics still though. Marcus walks into the restaurant and spots 2 familiar faces, Coco and Joy. Mainly Coco, because her distinctive look makes her impossible to miss in a crowd. Coco waves. Joy waves too. She looks a bit worn. Marcus walks over with a smile. Why didn't you call me? After the last incident, Coco was badly shaken. Joy was scared too, but facing real terror actually cancelled out the fear she already carried. Joy came to find Marcus specifically because last time he asked if she'd gotten a checkup, told her to go when she had the chance. On top of that, Marcus healed Chief Lee. Coco and Joy know about it. Brian told them. That time Brian invited Marcus to the reunion. It was just friends getting together. Marcus sits down. Coco has a great personality, kind-hearted. She and Joy are best friends. She's not in great spirits either. They just came for a good meal. Joy manages a smile. You opened this place and didn't even tell us. Right then, Uncle Min walks over holding 1,200 yuan. Marcus, these 2 ladies insist on paying. Uncle Min, just take it. Uncle Min accepts and sends over a few extra plates of meat. Joy puts on a brave face, but she's so young. No life experience, sheltered upbringing. The mask is hard to hold. She's an only child. For her family the blow would be devastating. Marcus once had a crush on Joy too. She was the prettiest girl in class after all. Sweet personality, the kind you'd bring home to your parents. Back then Marcus used to fantasize. If he could marry Joy in this lifetime, it would all be worth it. You could say every boy in the class liked her. Back then Marcus knew he didn't stand a chance. The gap in family background was massive. On top of that, he was shy. A homebody with 0 talents, couldn't sing, couldn't dance, played no instruments, average at sports, bad at socializing, lacking confidence, maybe even carrying some insecurity. Joy knew who Marcus was because Coco had written him a love letter. Joy and Coco were best friends. She never imagined he'd open a restaurant this wildly successful, reportedly making 10,000 a day. And then there was the fight. How incredible he was. If he hadn't been that strong, that night the girls could have suffered far worse. All of these events instantly deepened Marcus's impression in their minds. Safety, a powerful sense of safety. Girls like handsome guys, pretty faces. But over time you realize good looks have an expiration date. In the end, it's the strong, dependable men who truly win a woman's heart. Marcus senses there might be a way to help Joy's ALS. Beyond killing the disease monsters directly, White Tiger stance could boost her con, fighting muscle deterioration and weakness, slowing the progression of ALS. Joy, what's your plan? Marcus looks at Joy as he speaks. Joy knows exactly what he means. The 2 of them never had much connection before. This question is really a continuation of the last time he told her to get checked. She knows what she has. ALS has no cure. The only option is rehabilitation exercises to slow the progression. Joy looks at Marcus. Marcus says nothing. Marcus, Brian told us to come ask you. Coco speaks up with hope in her eyes. Joy looks at Marcus too, a flicker of expectation. Can you handle suffering? Joy's eyes light up. Yes, I'll give you golden needle acupuncture and herbal medicine to slow the disease. On top of that, I'll teach you a few moves. If you can learn them and keep practicing, you might be able to live like a normal person. Marcus doesn't overpromise, but he needs to give her hope. Really? Don't celebrate yet. Wait until you actually master those moves. Then you can be happy. I don't want to die. I want to live. After the hot pot, Marcus starts with golden needle acupuncture on Joy, then takes on the ALS fiend Centurion class. Level 20 boss monster. Acupuncture first, then combat. The enemy, a colossal ice panda sitting on the ground, over 13 feet tall, absolutely massive. yet somehow still adorable. It holds an enormous bamboo stalk, sitting right there, goofy and lovable. Al's Fiend Centurion. 100,000 HP. Whoosh. It rolls toward him like a giant dumpling, swings the massive bamboo and slams Marcus. Boom. Immune to poison, immune to freeze. Marcus blinks. The indestructible body talent really does block all negative effects. He never felt it doing much before, just thought it helped in real life. Like being able to drink endlessly without getting drunk. Getting drunk is technically a form of poisoning. The headache, the stomach pain, all signs of toxicity. Marcus swings the White Tiger Vajra. Boom. 1700 damage. Beautiful. Now Marcus is certain, this is definitely a minor miracle. Unfortunately, it's only tier 2 gear and the stat bonuses are small. But even so, the Bloodthirst Cloud Striders are incredibly strong. Relentless attacks. Tiger venom triggers, but this giant ice panda is immune to poison. The Bloodthirst Cloud Strider's built-in bedrock and Bloodthirst skills keep pushing Marcus's def higher and higher, and his damage output climbs with it. Finally, the giant ice panda dissolves into nothing. Victory. 8,000 EXP earned. New item, purple bamboo, premium quality, 1,000 units, plantable. New companion, panda cub. Limited to disease monster combat only. Pet slot unlocked. Level 1. HP, 1,000. ATK, 100. Def, 500. Skills, freeze, poison coat, meat shield, lifelink. Marcus is thrilled. A cute little panda cub now sits in his pet slot. As its level rises, it should grow larger. The thought of a massive panda fighting alongside him gets his blood pumping. After the battle, he removes the needles and checks the new disease monster that has appeared on Joy. ALS Fiend, Commander Class. Level 30 Boss Monster. Combat enabled after acupuncture. The level is this high? Looks like Joy's youth and strong constitution are the only reasons she's held on until now. Marcus brews a bowl of the ancient blood vitality tonic and gives it to Joy. Drink it. I feel strength in my body. It's not a fake feeling. Relax your mind. In principle, any disease can be cured. If it can't, that's the doctor's fault, not the disease. In a couple days I'll teach you some moves. Brace yourself. It will be brutal, but once you master them, that's your miracle drug. Thank you, old classmate. If you're calling me old classmate, then don't be a stranger. Dante's willpower stuns Marcus. No wonder Alara called him a martial arts addict. Other people find exercise agonizing, but he seems to thrive on it. Fast progress, even though he's exhausted. Muscle strain fiend. Level 30, normal monster, combat available. Marcus doesn't hesitate. Straight into battle. A panda cub clutching a green bamboo stalk appears at his side. Round, adorable, tiny, leaning against the wall. Marcus tries commanding it to the back. Stay behind me and soak up EXP, don't get in the way. It actually works. Front position takes damage first, so sending it to the back to farm XP is the play. The opponent is a big yellow dog with its tongue hanging out. A wooden puppet look. 0 challenge. Muscle strain fiend. 3,000 HP. Boom. Marcus strikes first. 3,000 damage. Instant kill. 3,000 EXP earned. The panda cub jumps to level 8. Late at night, the restaurant's massive earnings let everyone finally unwind. Several of them soak in the herbal bath together. In the steam of herbs and the scent of liquor, all the built-up stress melts away. The revenue these past few days is insane. We can finally breathe. The pressure just vanished. This feels amazing. Dante doesn't drink or smoke. For the sake of martial arts, he's even sworn off women. Comes from money, good looking, yet not a single bad habit. Dante, you're one strange dude. Marcus can't get drunk no matter how much he drinks. This atmosphere of casual banter and big talk brings him peace. He sleeps soundly that night. 5:30 in the morning. Marcus gets up right on time. He peeks into the bedroom. The other 3 are still fast asleep. Marcus shakes his head. He doesn't wake them. Dante is already outside training White Tiger stance. He can only hold it for a minute, but the hardest part is starting. Marcus walks back to the village alone. He's going home to tame the black stallion. That horse is ink black, its coat like black silk. A visual impact beyond description. Stunning. Even though Marcus expected it, he's still blown away. He swings onto its back without hesitation. Riding it across the open fields feels completely different. At full gallop it moves like a rolling storm cloud, hooves elegant with a fierce, untamed beauty. The black stallion's frame is significantly larger and more powerful than the white horse. Next up, building pig pens and stables on Boar Mountain, creating a true paradise. The hardest part is starting, but this is where it all begins. The day flies by. That night Marcus doesn't go back. He stays right here on Boar Mountain, sleeping in the wooden cabin he built just today. He pulls a bed from his spatial inventory. Everything he needs is in there. Marcus lies down. Outside the window, a sky full of stars and a bright glowing moon. Pure bliss. The mountain has its share of bugs, but thanks to his training, they don't bother Marcus in the slightest. Suddenly his phone rings. He usually calls Alara every night. This one is from her. Marcus picks up immediately, a smile he can't hide spreading across his face, pure warmth and affection. On the other end, Alara's soft laughter comes through. Babe, calling this late, you must be missing me too much to sleep. Oh, stop it. Is Dante still with you? My parents are losing their hair worrying about his love life. He really is a natural at martial arts. Marcus pauses, then adds, but this stance he's training now, once he masters it, his physical abilities will double. And more importantly, his, desires will become extremely intense. Alara freezes for a beat. Then it clicks. Her face turns scarlet. You jerk! What kind of nonsense are you teaching him? It's called vitality. Anyway, on a serious note, your first gift is ready. What gift? The moment she hears that, Alara perks up. I want to see it. But first, say something sweet. Make me happy. Alara laughs softly. You little troublemaker. Marcus isn't going to let her off that easy. I'm tired of that word. Pick a new one. What do you want to hear? I want to hear your realist voice. You're getting worse by the minute. Just send it already, or I'm hanging up. Marcus is only teasing. He knows she'd never go along with it. He saved a few clips of the white horse, picks the best one, and sends it. Then he waits quietly for her reaction. He knows she'll love it. Oh my god, is it really that beautiful? Marcus, did you use a max level filter? No filter can capture that kind of spirit. When you visit, run your hands over it yourself. Then you'll know. Alara is still a bit skeptical, but she doesn't overthink it. Okay, deal. After hanging up, the room falls silent. Marcus doesn't remember when he drifted off. In a haze, Marcus jolts awake. Some noise nearby won't let him sleep. He doesn't make any sudden moves. He shifts his gaze toward the sound. What he sees surprises him. A leopard cat inside the cabin. A protected species. What is it doing here? Suddenly, the leopard cat collapses, twitching, foam spilling from its mouth, face twisted in agony. Marcus leaps out of bed, rushes over, pulls out his silver needles and stabs one in. Hidden target detected. Hypertrophic heart fiend. Level 20. Genetic mutant. Marcus wastes no time. Needles in, ready for combat. Right now, no matter what monster or disease, he needs the EXP. If it can be fought, it gets fought. The leopard cat's body is slowly engulfed by bark and wood, transforming into a humanoid tree monster. Marcus sees triple tags on a disease monster for the first time. Boss, Special, and Elite. Acupuncture successful. Boss stats reduced by 20%. The panda cub tumbles out from behind Marcus, clutching its bamboo stalk tight, ready for war. The tree monster is heavily muscled, over 16 feet tall, radiating overwhelming pressure. One punch costs Marcus 300 HP. That's the hardest hitting disease monster he's faced so far. But it's still not enough to threaten him. Rabid Fist. Marcus unleashes a rapid combo on the tree monster. The tree monster can't even put up a guard. The key, Rabid Fist's damage is absurd. Triple damage plus bloodthirst bonus on top. Green light flashes across the tree monster as it prepares to strike again. That's when the little panda charges in, swinging its bamboo stalk like a bat, whacking away at the tree monster. Moments later, the tree monster is frozen solid in a block of ice, completely immobilized. Marcus sees the opening and wastes no time. One final punch, right to the tree monster's face. Marcus's damage keeps climbing with every hit. With Rabid Fist firing every 3 rounds, it doesn't take long. The massive tree monster crashes down. Victory. Loot dropped. Secret Sichuan pepper chicken recipe. Premium quality. 1 copy. Marcus stares at the recipe, completely deadpan. All that work and this is what I get?